update? Don't the everything else update? This sounds fuzzy. Zoom has been acting up all day. Okay, yeah. Well, we might just be doing regular TikTok and YouTube then. It's still on. Well, maybe they made it to where you can only see this many people because it's not letting me do nothing. I don't know, y'all. Everything has its own updates. Well, we're going to figure it out. We just about to get it moving. So do y'all saying that this sounds funny now? Do it.
While you're clear for me, some people have their video thing on, so you can't see their face.
Okay. No, but I was saying they're saying on YouTube. Yeah, y'all, I seen that, but mine don't have that. I'm telling y'all it's not here. I'm looking at it. I already went to more. I already went to all of that. It's not letting me see. It's showing me I got 28. It's not doing any of that other stuff. Just Jocelyn in the Zoom on her tablet, but we can't figure out how to work it. It's okay. It's all right. It sounds like I'm connected to a Bluetooth. So do I sound muffled in Zoom? Or do I sound muffled on TikTok?
Not at all.
Okay, so I'm not muffled over here. Y'all can see me over here. Okay, so in TikTok, I sound muffled. Over here. Okay, so then I'm gonna just get out of TikTok and come back in then. Hold on, y'all. We ain't not ever had none of these issues with the Zoom. It was always some other stuff, but whatever. It's been a minute. Oh, Lord, can you please let this work, Dad? I should have known when I kept trying to go to sleep and I couldn't go to sleep, and then I went to sleep an hour before class and woke up 30 minutes late. Sorry, y'all. My days be crazy anyway. Okay, let's see if this works. All right. I don't know what's going on. We got 42 people in the Zoom. We just gonna do that because I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anymore. I'm just not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna do what we do because I got irritated and did nothing. So we just gonna leave.
TikTok is clear picture and sound on mine.
Okay, so we just gonna leave it. Yep, we just gonna leave it. So, hey, everybody. And I just want us to have a chat situation. This I know we haven't had a Zoom in a while, so I'm not really trying to hit it hard. And it's so much going on in our real lifetime right now that I want to talk to y'all because I got online today. That's what I was doing when I got off here. I got online and I was looking and I didn't know so many disasters were happening simultaneously just in the United States. And y'all know what kept flashing in my mind? The day after tomorrow.
Right.
It was tornadoes, floods, right? Please mute your phone for me. Tornadoes, floods. We've had the blizzard. We've had the earthquake, like the ground breaking open up in Washington over the summer. Remember, they woke up and it was just these big old cracks in they grounds and stuff, or whatever, Washington or Idaho, wherever it was up there. So literally, like all of the weather things, exactly how they showed us in the movie. Is, remember, y'all don't remember, because it was tornadoes all of a sudden, it was flooding, it was just all of these weather things, earthquake, it was all of this stuff, and then it was like just this cold. Remember? Hey, TT, babe, is she getting ready to go sleep? Is it bedtime? I don't. Oh, okay, she good. Okay. I just be wanting to know. Hi, Pumpkin. TT, miss you. Hi. So I'm just saying, and the storm in San Francisco is huge. Okay, like the flooding. That's what I'm saying. Have y'all realized that everything is happening like the day after tomorrow? Simultaneously, we have hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and the food shortage stuff is here. And the other companies trying. I didn't get to see. No money is no good in Venezuela. Okay, that's what I was about to say. I saw that the other day. They were shoveling, burning that money in Venezuela. It's no good. Hold on. What is they doing it for? What about, I don't know what that was about. You see, they didn't change it evidently. Not only that, y'all, all these people trying to go to cash their checks and they can't cash. A guy who reports the news said they're telling us to watch out, got a nuclear. I told y'all right after Christmas, didn't I? I told y'all right after the holidays, they was going to start. All right, who want to go first? What y'all thinking? Okay, Ro, you feel like talking? Go ahead, girl. You knew I was calling on you. You just got out of work? You tired? You don't feel like it? Okay. Who got something for me then? I just want to know how y'all feel about what's happening. Come on, Sabrina. What it is?
I wanted to show you my Bible.
Okay. We got 2 minutes now, Sabrina. Don't give up your time. I know she got this old
I got
Bible.
it right here. I'm running to the back room because hubby's playing video games.
Oh,
I don't want him to interrupt.
Yes, we back. We on Zoom too, y'all. How old is this Bible?
Okay. Hold on one. Hold on. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I don't know what's happening. We can't. Okay. Then you went away. Okay. I don't know what happened. Anybody else? Until she come back. Because we can't see. Something happened. Anybody else? Now y'all ain't got on here and don't want to talk.
Okay. It kicked me out.
Oh, it kicked you out. Okay.
I froze on me completely. It kicked me out.
Okay.
Back up, baby. Real quick. Okay, I'm so sorry. So it was made in 1874.
1874, y'all.
Try to turn on all these lights in here. The top cover came off, but this is the front of it. Look at it's like 3D.
I already know this Bible. I don't know the exact thing, but I've
Give me
seen
that.
one of those before.
Where's the headphone?
What the? I didn't
What
touch
happened?
it.
Sorry, my daughter's taking my stuff and she's
It's okay because we're gonna move quickly, Pumpkin.
Yeah,
I just want to see it and then I want to get to the conversation. Ooh.
Move over. I'm gonna get the picture here so you see the graphics in here.
Oh wow. Oh wow, girl, you had that.
And it was in my grandma's garage.
She's my mom.
I told y'all where to go. Didn't I tell y'all that the elderly people got the goods?
Yep.
Y'all
And I was
want to go
praying
visit
for.
great grandpa and grandma?
I'm gonna go.
Ooh, they got my. Okay, I'm just gonna stay over here. Ah!
But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you and stuff. I don't want to take up any more time. And I'm so happy to see that you're so cozy. And that every time I see you, I'm like, look at her wrapped in love.
It be in my room and everything. It goes around the house with me. Don't even worry about it. It is my new snuggly because it got holes in it. I can use it. Thank you so much. I love everything. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Baby.
Sorry for the mix-up. Sorry.
No, you all right. Y'all,
all
she
right,
got
bye-bye.
a Bible from you said 1854.
Get off of it, please. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's 1874, and it's the Old Testament. It has the Apocrypha, the Coordinates, and Psalms. And it's produced by the Philadelphia something. It's like a family Bible, like an heirloom Bible, where you put your wedding dates, your death dates, who it's given to, stuff like that. But this is the front of it. It has gold trim.
Ooh.
And look how like thick it is compared to my face. And this is
I
heavy.
know that Bible. I've looked at that Bible online. I know about it. You got a good fan, baby. You put that up. And I can say, now, I don't know if you trust it, but Auntie Sandra sent me an address, the information to get the books rebound.
Yeah.
But
my mom was
sometimes that
telling me
might
about
mess
that,
up the
but
value depending on the book. So just wait a minute.
This is the very front page. This is Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's beautiful. I wanted to show you that for the longest time. I was like, when is she getting on Zoom?
I'm on here now today. You from Philadelphia? They started plenty here in 1776. Really? So they did a lot of printing of the Bible. Well, that makes sense because there was a lot of stuff going on in Philadelphia too. That makes a ton of sense. All right. So who wants to share? Thank you so much for sharing. You know I love that. That's beautiful. Like for real, for real. Who wants to share about what you done learned in your last time of being here? Maybe how your relationship has grown with God. Because we got 2 minutes, and if not, we about to just have class. I was trying to open up.
I'm down to share something.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm cool. I guess first of all, I want to say, King James. I'm not trying to just go on King James, but King James, so everybody can. Hold on, let me turn this down. So everybody can understand what the lies and revising. Wow, all that came into play. You can read it. You can just go through it. Just graze through it real quick and just look at the spelling of the words, right? So so say for instance, we were all back in the 1600s, right? And it was and just imagine how the education system was or wasn't, perhaps, right? So if you look at that, you will see the way he wrote it, right? And basically where I'm going with this is a lot of people, I feel like, because I get on Clubhouse and, we go back and forth, we talk, share knowledge and stuff, things of that nature. And I hear a lot of people say a lot of different things and a lot of people are so confused, right? But if they, ran across the right knowledge or the knowledge that I'm about to share, which is the book was original bibliography about him and his family lineage, really. So when we read that book, like he was just really dropping gems as a king based on his experience. So we have to take that into much consideration when we read, because like I feel like the truth has always been in our face the whole time. Like even without even one Bible. Well, yeah, without even one Bible, I could say that. So I feel like if you able to connect with natural reality, you able to connect with any Bible worldwide, right? And the reason why I say that is because when you think about it, a lot of these pictures they show you, they have a heart on it, right?
Mhm.
They always
The
anything.
Catholic pictures do.
Well, okay, well, you're right, right? But the Catholic people are the ones who are to blame as far as the revising part goes or whatever. The Roman Catholics, to be exact.
But okay, Mr. Chris, do you understand that that's?
I can explain. Let me
I get
explain,
it,
please.
but hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Mhm.
We've already talked about that here. Most of us know about the revising. That's why we read the books that we do, because the KJV is a version. We have the other versions of it, and we do know that this is all ancient Mesopotamian history. The question I was asking was, what have you learned since being in the Cerca Trova community? Not about the Bible and all of that, because we do know that. That's why we have so many versions of it.
Well, what I can say in my own words, what I've learned from your teachings is I have learned based on all your testimonies you've shared, aka what you've taught, right? I have to almost quote you, based on what I heard. So you know what that is. This is my first time actually tapping in like this or whatever to you, but I listen on TikTok a lot when I have time. But
Okay.
that's all I have to say about that part.
Well, we do know, and we thank you for sharing that information. But that's basically, you talk about a lot of what I talk about, which is this ain't all it is. The KJV, that little bitty thing, it has been edited, and that's why we talk about the version, right? A lot of people don't want to believe in that, but that's why we pull out the Old Testament, Pseudepigrapha, and the other books that we do, the Nag Hammadi, because there were more books. There was a lot more books, and they're a lot older than the King James version. But that's why we searching, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. So if it's okay, thank you. Come on in, stay on in. I'm gonna get to somebody
I want to hear
else.
you go in. I just want to. My name is Chris, True OG, by the way, and I want to hear what y'all got to say as well.
All right. Well, it was nice speaking with you. All right, Miss Galaxy 2821, because I don't know what the name. I can't see your name there.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
Kimberly Hyde. I'm from Atlanta. I'm the
Well,
class
nice
clown.
to meet you, Miss Kimberly.
Nice to finally meet you like this. I'm the class clown and local head buster for the Lord. Yeah, that's me. Me personally, I am 51 years old. I am a preacher's kid. I come from a long line of preachers and teachers and evangelists and apostles. And I will tell you, I've been here since February. Never, ever, ever, ever. Nobody talks about the stuff that we talk about.
Wow.
And I know church folk, honey, and I know brothers and sister Bishop. I know exactly how it all goes down, all the smoke mirrors and everything, behind the scenes and everything. And it bothers me so much because I know you have to get on me and put me. Y'all gonna put me out because I act people. But it just hurts me. First of all, I'm a student and you're hindering my education. First of all.
That's right.
Okay, so I need you to move. If you don't want to hear it, I need you to move because I need to hear. Okay, that's number one. If you're not here to learn, why are you here? You too grown, you too old, you believe what you get on your page and talk about it. Baby. Talk about it to somebody that want to hear it because I don't. So I would have been following you and be on your line. So it just hurts me that the fact that all we talking about is the goodness of God and learning things that people want to tell you. Why does that anger people so? I don't understand. All are welcome. Nobody's excluded. You can't exclude nobody from the kingdom. Who are we? So,
and that's why I know.
Yes, you got me with that giant video. I'm a blurred. I've been one all my life, so I believe in all that stuff. And just to see it referenced in the book was amazing. It blew my mind. I've been here ever since day one. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, you know what? It makes me excited. I'm gonna tell y'all you hit on one of the things that I want to say. We have a vast age range of students. Our students are not all over 30. We got a lot of babies that's under 25. You know what I'm saying? Young people, older people. It makes me excited that so many people in so many different age ranges are finding God in a new way. Whether you've been on in church for 97 years and 18 churches, or you ain't never been in church. Maybe you never even worshiped God before. But everybody can come here and listen. People would say, oh, the only reason they over there is because they can do whatever they want to do. Well, no. Well, actually, you can't do whatever you want to do over here because we get chopped in our throat every day. But I don't have to point nobody out and say, oh, your sin is bigger than your sin and your sin is bigger than your sin, because God see all sin the same. So then that's why I be telling folks, look, what I do, I'm going to have to be, and what y'all do, y'all going to have to be. But what we need to know is God don't be pleased with most of it. That's what we need to know as a communal effort. He be mad about all sin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we have to attract people to God and tell them how much he loves them before we tell them how much he don't like everything that they do. That's how I'm thinking. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I just wanted to get.
No, not at all. You touched on everything. Like I said, we talk about everything. That's why I love everyday life, economics, relationships, science, everything. And the church don't talk about everything, but everything is happening in life. And I don't get that. I don't understand that. It really bothers me, and it blows my mind that it's this. I'm sitting here looking at this stuff referenced from the Bible. That's how you go from book to book to book to book to book. And they don't, I don't get it, but I'm a sinner, but I see it. But they sit in the pulpit every Sunday in their pew and don't see it.
Yep. It says for those to have an ear to hear, for those to have an ear to hear, which is really, 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 really crazy, you know? So, you guys got to put your hand up and then we'll just go in order. Thank you so much, Miss Kimberly. And I'll be looking to not put you out.
You never want to do a meet and greet, because I do them out. If I would, Lord, he's working on me. But if you ever come to a lot, you know, I got you. I do security. I've been snatching wigs since 84. It's good. You safe around here. Like I said,
I've been
for the Lord.
Well, thank you so much. I've been thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I gotta wait till God say yes. And what date? Because she said she been snatching wigs. I got security in Atlanta because I was worried, y'all. It's a little
real
crazy down there, but we
real West Side. SCJ, real West Side over here.
Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna get to the next person because we do got a lot of people with their hands up.
I love y'all. All
right, Miss Jennifer, we're gonna get you. Then we'll do Miss Tanya, because Tanya been there, and Ashley, and then Miss Sabrina. So let's get it, y'all.
Okay. So I just want you to know that I know you reached out to me after losing my son on November 17th. But had God not lined everything up the way that he did, I don't think I would be sitting here. When my other son went to the military, I prayed for God to send somebody to me to occupy my time and take my mind off of him going. And that was the first time I ever got on TikTok. And every other video was you. So I was like, okay, God. That was when you were sitting in your kitchen on a stool. February. He left on February 14th, and I found you your first day.
Wow.
But just so you know that you have helped me get through this so much. And it's still so new. But God is showing me so many things. The book that you sent me, the letters from your letters to my princess, every day is on point. Every day. I bought that book for so many people now.
Wow.
As well as I think I've bought 20 copies of He Came to Set the Captives Free and handed it to everybody. And that book was the book that I was trying to give my son. And he said, no, Mom, you read it first. And he shot him. So I just found out that he did shoot himself.
I just want to say this, though. We don't know, right? Because nobody was in there with him. You know, it could have been a misfire. We don't know. We don't know because there are forces that are around, the same forces that drop things and make things fall. But remember, we talked about Every single person comes here with a ruler and scales. And that ruler has an end at some point in time, right? And none of us know, and this is why we got to be releasing every day. And remember, I told you, I said, and I say this often, my kids are mine, but they not mine. They only for this human existence, right? Because in the next stage, they're going to be our brothers and sisters. So understand that you got him to every single place, through everything that he was supposed to do, but this is a scripted movie. You do know that. And God already knew it was going to happen. So he allowed you to be building in strength and study and all of these different things, seeking to get your strength up.
Because a year ago, I wouldn't be where I'm at today in my relationship with God. And I don't think I would have been where I'm at now, being able to get up every day still. And he was a firefighter, so he saw a lot of stuff. And I think it was heavy on him because he had such a sweet heart. And I have 4 boys, and 3 of them are firefighters.
Wow.
And so I worry about the other ones. And I'm going to tell you. So today it was, my reading was God saying, give everything to me. He throat chopped me today. Trust me completely. With
that page, I already know the page you talking about, make you cry ugly tears, don't it? You be like this, Auntie. Oh, I already know about it. I have that book.
Yeah.
And when he's telling you to give everything to him, that will break you down, because that's the only security blanket you got is as long as I can control something. You telling me you done already took what's good to me or what makes my heart sad or not happy or whatever. You took it and you asking me to give you even more. And he said, you got more. You don't know it, but you do. Because guess what? Through your pain, other people's sons will be saved. Do you understand that? Other people's daughters. You listen, my uncle, fire chief. Guess what happened? He took his own life because he saw a whole bunch of stuff. Then he got sick. On top of him saving everybody else's life, he got a rare form of cancer. But when I say I know, it's not my baby, but he was my favorite uncle. Yeah. Oh, my dad, he was my favorite uncle. And when I was going through my things, that's the uncle that he didn't care. He was going to pick me up in his Jetta and keep it pushing, and we was going to go eat. So I already know they have the biggest hearts. But because they see so much trauma, only now look, that's kind of going along with what we talked about earlier about in this plane, we have shock and we have all of those things. But in the next plane, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe God knew his heart couldn't take no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, and God is a just God. He ain't gonna make nobody suffer. You know what I mean? Not like that.
Yeah. He was my oldest son. And him and my oldest and my youngest worked at the same fire station. Mm-hmm. So I worry and I worry and I worry. And when I read that, I was ugly crying. And like, okay, because he said, everybody belongs to me.
Keeps mom with me at all times. That's why I don't got no backing on it. That's how you gonna know you love it. When I say I know, this book right here changed my life. And it's crazy because my auntie gave me this and then she passed away. That's why I still have her I love you note on here. And what's crazy is it's faded, but she wrote so hard that the indentation is still in the book. So I still have her letter of love to me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She sent me this book from Arizona to Florida with my kids at one of the hardest times in my life. So I know it's going to get you together. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be all right. And we're going to be there. And the fact that you done already bought a gazillion books and gave them out. Oh, yeah. You already doing the work.
I have all of this too.
You said you bought 20 copies of one and 10 copies or whatever of the other. Oh, you already healing people's pain. Because the same thing that you feel when you open that book, do you realize that the people that God specifically told you who to give them to?
Yes, ma'am.
You already working in your pain. Just like I told you, when my daughter was going through treatment, my baby was in treatment, but I had to pray over and anoint all of the babies that were in a worse situation, or mothers that were getting ready to lose their children. And mind you, we had to go to this hospital. We was at the hospital for basically 6 months.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even mourn really the situation going on with my child, because God kept me busy seeing the pain of others. And that's what happens when you isolate yourself away. You don't get to use that pain to grow happiness and help in other people's lives. When you just stay in mourning and, just can't move around and all of those things, you short yourself.
Well, I'm more worried about his wife and his kids. And so I'm trying to be there for them.
Well,
not putting myself on the back burner, but I feel like on the funeral, the day of his funeral, I prayed for that peace that surpasses all understanding that I read about all the time. And I got it. Mm-hmm. And I felt guilty at first. Like, I don't feel horrible or, I don't know. But I mean, I thank God for the peace that I have.
Yep. But I just want to tell you this, and we're going to get to the next person. Thank you for sharing. I just want to say this. Don't feel bad about the peace.
I don't know. That day I felt like, oh my gosh, I really got it.
Mm-hmm. And you can have it every day. But listen, this is why I say you have to connect with God, because no matter what, peace that surpasses all understanding is that right there. Yeah. But it's not only for the bad days. It's for every single. But like I said, nobody be knowing the stuff that be going on over here in my life.
Right.
Nobody knows. My life could be falling apart over here. Yeah, I wouldn't know it. Because God gives me, and it ain't a fake or a front. Right. It's just, he didn't been able to let me compartmentalize like, hey, I got your business as long as you taking care of mine. Right? So remember that. He will take care of your business as long as you take care of his. And that's a real thing. Okay?
Saying, oh, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. And I say, it's by the grace of God. And they're like,
yeah. Hey. Yep. Well, I love you. We're going to get to the next.
I love you and I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Oh, Miss Tanya, was you next? Y'all, if you guys already talked, can y'all please put your hand down for me so I can make sure I get to everybody? Come on, Miss Tanya.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Cerca.
Hey.
I'm so excited to finally be able to catch the Zoom, but I wanted to tell you how just over the last few months, how much my life has changed. So I have 3 kids. I'm almost 45. My daughter has been living the homosexual lifestyle for the past, 4 years. And she started self-harm. She started cutting herself so deep. She started, I'm getting a, whew.
It's okay.
She ended up in the mental hospital a few times. She was diagnosed with being bipolar. Like everything was happening all at once. She kicked a glass table and almost cut her foot in half. And then she just kept saying she don't like to come home. She don't want to come home because she doesn't feel comfortable anymore, because she thinks that we're rejecting her, for that. And I told her, I said, I'm going to love you no matter what. I said, mommy is never going to change. I'm always going to be the same because I just love you so much. And me being just faithful to now, it's like a new energy came once my understanding of the word started to grow. So she's reading, she's seeing me, and I've just been praying and asking God. I'm like, God, you're downloading all this information into me. Tell me when and how to release it.
Come on.
And my 16-year-old is just like, mom's a different person. When my son from college came home, I listened to them talk and they didn't know I can hear them. And they were like, mom's a totally different person. Like, you won't even recognize mom anymore. Like, mom don't argue. She don't fuss. She just say her stuff and then she move on. You either do it or you don't. You deal with the consequences and that's it. Man, I tell you what, the growth has just been so phenomenal. So Sunday, my daughter calls me and says, Mom, I am dealing with shame. I'm dealing with regret. She's like, I thought God had left me and didn't want nothing to do with me. He didn't love me anymore. And she says, the lifestyle that I was living, Mom, is wrong. And she's like, you never gave up on me. You kept telling me that. And she said, Mom, what do I do next? She's like, I want to get back in, I want to get back into talking to God and being able. And I was like, girl, I was bawling my eyes out. I'm sitting in the car driving while she's telling me this. And I'm just overwhelmed because I'm just like, honey, you going with, we on the way, like we're on the way. We're going. So send her send her links to be able to get on the live. Whenever we have the live, I'm always sharing it with her, and she's calling me every day and she's asking me questions. Man, I tell you what, God is so good. And then my son came in. Remember the assignment you gave us to read the facilities?
Mm-hmm.
So my son came in, the one in college, and he was just like, Mom, what are you reading? And I'm like, I'm reading some facilities. And he's like, what's that? So it's like, I didn't have to go to him and be like, let me beat you across the head with this Bible, because I'm taking you with me. Wherever I'm going, you coming,
right.
In the right way, of course. But we sat there until 2:00 in the morning, Cerca. We read all of the facilities. Then we read the second book of Enoch all the way through together. Laying on my bed, just intermittent time between my son, my oldest son and I, who's been to college, who's just not, and he's like, I got to make some changes in my life. And I was just like, won't he do it? I'm so thankful. I really am. And just one more thing. So my husband just moved. I've been married 22 years. So he just moved to Wisconsin. And I've been one of those persons that whenever he's not here, I've not been the person I'm supposed to be all the time.
Amen.
When, I'm just keeping it 100. So,
Amen. That's
I'm like, how to stay, honey. So, since, man, I'm telling you this, even him is just like, I shouldn't have left. I should have stayed. He's like, you're different. You're different. And I'm just like, yeah, it's me and my God. We like this and we rolling and we're rolling. Everything, we're just rolling, and God's just been showing me, I get glimpses behind the veil is what I like to call it from time to time, and I get to see, I can call him and speak into his life, and he's just like,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I just have to say, Cerca, thank you for your obedience, because it's allowing me to be obedient unashamedly, and I can walk in who God's created me to be with joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So thank you,
Girl,
I love WOU communities. WOIU.
Listen here, I just want to say, if y'all was gonna hit me in the throat this hard today, y'all could have told me. So let me pour my drink. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to give my Stella. Hey, Stella. Because guess what? I just want to say, this is why I tell y'all that just showing love is the way. Because if you show love, they gonna want to understand why you being so nice to me if you a Christian. Christians aren't usually this nice to me. So you're a Christian and you being nice. You're not telling me I'm going to hell because I'm doing whatever it is that you don't agree with. So why you being nice to me? Well, then that opens up the floor. Listen, first of all, I can't tell you why you can't, because I'm hoping he keep throwing my stuff over. It's easy to look at everybody else and be like, until God start reminding you of when you, he said, don't talk. Checks, mix, and checks, the generic one, they made out of the same thing. They both made out of corn. It's just a different box. But the generic checks and the real checks is corn, it's wheat, it's rice, and it's the multigrain. Which kind of checks is you? Is you the generic box, or because they both made out the same thing? So your sin ain't no different than my sin. My sin ain't no different than nobody else's. What we do have to do is get ourselves together. And when we show that we are taking time to get to know God, let me ask y'all a question real quick. And I say this all the time. How many people's situations have changed? When you change, the community around you change. Your house, your job, the stores you go into, there used to be a whole bunch of drama. Now all of a sudden it's not. That's the amazing thing about it. So Sabrina and then Ashley. Is it where Ashley was you here first? Okay, Ashley and then Sabrina. Okay, come on, y'all do y'all thing. All right. Hey, niece. I love your hair. It's growing.
I know. I'm sick, y'all. So please excuse me.
It's
But
okay.
I just want to tell you that I love you,
I love
and
you too.
I just want to thank you. That's first and foremost. I just want to thank you, because before I joined the Circle community, I was lost. I was so lost. I didn't even know if I was coming from here or here. And I just want to thank you. I've been watching you since March. My kids love you. My daughter, come here, Annie. She's been
Hi, TT, baby.
she's been so sad today. You know, I got her hair going too. Look, she's been a little sad today, but when I told her that you was getting on live, baby, she fixed her face up. She said, my auntie getting online. I said, yes, she is. I'm so glad that you got your gifts.
Thank you so much. I love you.
You still got more coming, so be on the lookout. And I just still want to thank the Circle
Wait,
community.
I didn't get to say. Wait a minute, bring her back.
Hold on.
Hey, let me tell you something. Mom, does she have a journal?
She doesn't. She has Bibles, but I need to get her a journal.
Send me your address. Auntie's gonna send you a journal, okay, baby? So that you can write when you are feeling sad or whatever is going on. You get in your room and you write to God about what you're feeling, okay? Can you do that? Auntie's gonna send you some pens and stuff, girl. We're gonna get you together, girl, so you can be all together, okay? You do not have to be sad, pumpkin. You hear me?
She's in 4th grade. She gets picked on because her hair and because she's a tomboy. You know, I was a tomboy.
Okay.
So I know what she's going through. I know what she's dealing with. And these kids now, they're so cruel.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to let her know I want her to be her.
Yeah.
The way she dressed is very unique, you know, and everything. You be yourself. You be your own. You be honest. Look,
she didn't see her TT with
Auntie.
Girl, Auntie, and don't worry about what nobody like. If you like it, you wear it. You hear me? They gonna be mad. They be mad because they can't wear it like you. That's why they be mad, girl. Because they couldn't put it on like that and make it look that good. They be mad because they want to look like everybody else. You can look like yourself. It's okay.
I told you. I tell you that all the time. Oh, and I do want to, before I go off, I want to tell you that my kindergarten class, we watch you every Thursday and Friday, baby. I make sure that they watch you. They be like, when is that lady with the red hair going to get back on?
Well, let me know. Okay, ask her I don't be cussing for the children.
Hey, I tell them your mama say worse.
Okay. We gonna start having a daytime. I'm just gonna have to knock.
So I do allow my kindergarten class to watch you, and they absolutely love you. They be tuned in. I put you on my Promethean board so that they can see you, and it's like a big screen and everything. And we spend majority of our time on Thursdays and Fridays in the WOIU community. And they love it. But I love you and thank you. Just thank you. I love you. I love your spirit. I love your heart. I love you. And I'm gonna get off.
It's okay. I love you too. And the fact that you sowing them seeds in them babies' minds this early, y'all.
Faithfully every Thursday and Friday.
Come on now. I want to tell you something. If the devil been fighting you, that's why you can't bust that many heads, baby. Girl.
Yeah, I've been struggling, baby. I don't have no voice right now. He don't even want to hear. He don't want to hear me talk, baby. Wow. But I'm here, and I just want to thank you. And I'm so into my supergrapher, and I just started Jasher all over again. So you know,
it's gonna have a whole different meaning this year than it had last year, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I'm gonna step down. I know we had 2 minutes, but I just wanted to say I love you and thank you. I want to thank God for you.
I love y'all too, and thank you because y'all keep me going. As you already know, it's been some days y'all didn't pray for me and kept me going.
Y'all know how y'all helped me this summer when my lights was off and my air was off, and y'all helped me get to my a hotel room a couple of days. Y'all don't know. Y'all have helped me tremendously. And that God told me to be still and stay faithful. I'm a kindergarten teacher.
Boo,
So thank
boo,
you.
boo.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Well, I love you.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I love y'all. This is what I be talking about. This is why I say it don't have nothing to do with the money. Lives are being changed. Mothers' relationships with their children, and mamas and daddies can go to their kids and say, no, listen, come here. Let me take you in here. Old and young, white, black, Spanish, Indian, Japanese, everybody, y'all. God's love does not have a color. It does not have a financial requirement, or you gotta only be and did this many sins. He loved everybody the same. And when you block off people from getting that, you really block yourself from growing. Because if you can love somebody, through something that you don't agree with, that you've been ingrained that this person ain't good because, and you can love that person to a relationship, not out of the relationship you want them out of or whatever, but love them to a relationship with God. That's different. That's a whole different thing of, like you said, a person that might not have loved themselves, might have been hurting themselves or whatever it is, and they see you change and it draws them. It draws them. This is that light in the dark world. This is what I be talking about. Y'all showing that y'all putting y'all light out in a dark space. Y'all are showing that to children that might go home and not ever hear about God. They hearing about it in kindergarten, in their foundation, about the giants being real and this and that stuff they might not have ever heard. Miss Sabrina, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You next when I come back, I'm telling y'all, this make it good. This make it real. I'm gonna pour my drink now before I get out of here. And then I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Oh, because I've been holding this. Hold on 1 second. I'm so excited. And y'all can talk while I'm going. I know y'all do already. I'll be right back.
Hey,
You
family.
already
I
know.
just wanted to tell y'all that I love y'all. And like I said, thank y'all so much for helping me this summer. I've been good in my word and just staying faithful. And I've been fasting more and I feel so much better. Like right now I'm sick. Like I said, like the devil, he wants to keep me down, but he can't keep me down.
He can't
And
do
I
it.
just want to thank y'all so much. And I love Auntie so much, y'all. I love this woman so much. I even got my mama and my daddy listening to her.
That's good. I even got my mom. My mom listened to the 12 Patriarchs, and I couldn't believe what she did.
Yes. Oh,
And I
the
told
12
her, you
patriarchs.
didn't,
That's my
yeah, you
favorite.
didn't explode or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You sat there, you stepped outside. That's
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And
Yeah.
Miss Natasha, that is beautiful what you got going on there. I love that painting. Yeah, you. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
that's
love y'all
gorgeous.
too. But we've been together for the beginning, right? And you talking about
Right.
the super graphic. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I got those highlighters everywhere. And I can't keep my head out of it. And that book is so heavy. And you have to carry it everywhere. Everybody like, what is that? I'm like, you can read if you want to. What's this? I said, take a look, but thank you. I've been working on it.
I used to sneak at work and watch the lives and stuff, and then I see my supervisor on there. So I said, guess what? And I had been talking about it at work, but I said nobody listens to that, think I'm crazy. And I actually seen her on there. That really touched me. She was like, go ahead on. I was like, yeah, I told you. Oh, I love it. I'm glad. I'm so glad to meet y'all and to know I am not crazy. So I knew there was more. I like I said, my mother, if I grew up in church, they never talked about any of this, and I knew it the whole time. I knew it. Oh, and I'm that Kim that's 51 with the 4-year-old. When y'all was clowning me, they turned 5 the other day on the 4th.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I can't say that she autistic. She'll think of her birthday all over again, baby. She go to the store and everything. But thank you, y'all.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, Sabrina, my daughter has that exact same outfit your daughter's wearing tonight.
Devotional book for God's women.
One moment.
She's a cutie pie.
What's the topic today? I'm sorry, excuse me. We just talking about how your life has changed. I'm sorry. Who was talking, or was y'all quiet? I'm sorry.
We were
I'm sorry.
talking. We done now, Auntie. You got the
Oh,
floor.
I was trying to see what y'all was about to say. I'm trying to listen to. No. All right, well, go ahead, Miss Sabrina. How you doing, Punky?
Hi.
Hi.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm fairly new, and I've been listening in since, I guess, around August, September.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't think that's really new. But I wanted to thank you first. And I love the way your mind works and how you're able to like tie in like ancient history from all over the world and relate it to biblical prophecy, biblical events, and especially where they call it like mythology, and how everything just ties in together, and how you're able to like sew it back together and help us get that full picture, because like nobody's really given the full picture. And before I was listening into this, I was looking for, different things, and you helped me to put together a picture, because things just don't sound right when you're growing up. You're like, growing up in the church, and you're like, but this story's missing a little something, you know what I mean? And you're like, so you helping to put these pieces together, making this puzzle for us. I thank you so much, because it does us, like whatever we are, outcasts, some want to call us chosen, or whatever anybody want to call us according to how they feel about it. It gives us a place to go, and it makes us not feel like we're outsiders, not like, like we're not alone. And we've been alone for a while here. I know plenty of us have been alone for a while here. I'm probably, younger than a lot of people, but still older than a lot of people. But just
Alone is
having to live
alone.
your whole life. Alone is alone. It's pretty lonely being alone out there, and everybody thinks that you're nuts because your family isolates you for thinking that these things really did exist, and they still gonna play a part in the things that are happening and the things that are coming. And I just, I think because being ostracized and stuff like that, just because people don't understand, I think I see more people waking up now, and I'm very thankful to God for that. But the ones that get it,
And the ones that don't.
And and I hope the ones that don't come along someday. But it is what it is. But
I want to say this to you. I'm grateful to you for even saying that. And I want to say this. Just know this is God. I tell this, maybe you might not have heard it, but I say this all the time. You had to have asked a question in order for you even to come on for me to come up on y'all FYPC. A lot of people think, oh, she just went viral. No, every single person. Hold on, y'all. Make sure y'all mute. Y'all phones is on mute, please. Every single person that asked a question, whether it be, is this all there is in the Bible? Whatever the questions were, you had some questions as to why you came here. See, this is the crazy thing. When God had me studying for all those years, y'all, he isolated me. The only place I could go was to pick up my kids to the grocery store. And that's pretty much it. I might get to visit every once in a while, but he kept me tucked away. And I understand why now, because he had to get what he wanted me to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because had I've had all those influence, like all the pastors and ministers in my life was telling me that ain't God, you need to leave that alone. But God kept saying, no, come here. I want to show you something. And unless you step away from the group, you always gonna do what the group do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I know that I had to leave a lot of people behind, but I did. And I wanted to say that first and foremost. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I did feel like when you first came on is what made me really want to say something, because I usually am quiet. I will sit in the back and just listen and learn. But I wanted to say something I felt was very important for you and everybody that was listening. How you were talking about these weird climate changes and these events that were happening. I did come across this this guy that I have been watching for like years and years, and he talks a lot about like more of a scientific aspect on the earth and stuff like that, and changes that are to come. He's traced these events that have happened since the flood, and he was talking about on a scientific level how the events happen in like a secular cycle, like a cycle, and how he had traced them to now them reoccurring again. And his name is Suspicious Observers on YouTube. And he has a disaster cycle series on a playlist. Now, he was talking about how the Earth's magnetic field is weakening, right? And it's the thing that was responsible for these changes that are happening on the Earth. But the way that he describes how it's happening and what's happening to the Earth sounds exactly like in Isaiah chapter 24. If we go and we look at it and it says how the Earth shook to and fro, that is what he says is gonna, and I want to tell you this, Cerca, because I need you to know this. 2025 is what he had, around 2025 is the date that he was thinking that the magnetic cycle will hit its peak, when he feels like that event might occur. Now around that time, but the Earth is literally speeding up. So time is literally speeding up. So nobody can know the day or the time. So we know that, right? So the Earth's magnetic field weakening is the magnetic field is going to flip. It's going to go all the way down into the Earth's core, and the Earth's core is literally going to rock back and forth. He was warning people that are living on the coastal areas to move to a higher ground, because the waters are going to go inland, very far inland. Like they telling people on coastal areas, they have these new borders for the coastal cities and stuff, like some border patrol or something like that. It was like 100 miles inward that they're doing these whole border patrol things. And I think you had said something about that before, but it's going to go way, way in more. And he was saying that the waters coming in is going to go way in more. He said it only takes about a day for the poles to flip in one day.
So get this, the day after tomorrow, that first day, like
tomorrow.
I'm telling y'all, I've been feeling something and I haven't talked about it. Thank you for sharing that, because I try not to come over here on here and always talk about the end of the world, right? But it's a fact that right now, even I want to say it was in Ezra. God asked Ezra, he said, why you just didn't let all the people be born at one time? And we're going to read that shortly because I think it's powerful. But he talked about why you just didn't let all the people be born at one time. If you was just going to kill everybody and do all this, Ezra asked that question. And God said, ask a woman why she don't have all 10 of her kids at the same time, because everything comes in its succession, right? But the earth is waning weak.
Yes.
Okay, she's getting weak, she's old, she's tired. And just like an older woman, after a certain amount of time, after her childbearing years and all of that, she gives out. Well, he said the earth is going to do what it's going to do, and all of the other stars are going to fall to earth. So that magnetic shift that's keeping them polarized, that would make perfect sense.
The earth, and because last time during the flood, they said that the whole Pangea, so the earth's crust literally moves the earth's landmass, and the heavens themselves, they looked completely different pre-Mesopotamia and all of that.
Right.
So if that happened that time, then you're like, wait a minute. So what's going to happen this time if it's a cycle? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just got to be prepared. And I just wanted to tell you that because I felt like there was kind of an emergency. And I don't know if I ever get a chance to tell you. So I want to tell you that. And I love you. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing, because that goes along with exactly what we were talking about. And what I really wanted the whole class today to be about what you've learned, and then what things are happening that maybe we talked about last year this time, or since you've been here, that have actually come up and happened on the news, because prophecy is before it happens, right? And that's what we're getting ready to do. So I thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and get to Miss Natasha or CJ. Who was next, y'all? Okay, Miss Natasha, come on. I see you in there painting, girl. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you guys, and for letting me be in your family, and thank you, Cerca. Cerca, this time last year, I lost my father-in-law on December the 3rd, 2021, and my dad December the 3rd, 2022. So I was lost, and I came upon your videos February. It's like February something. You was talking about the giants. You was on the deck, and you had the book, and I was like, no, because I couldn't believe what you were saying. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna get this book. I got the book. Everything you said was just as you said, right? I'm a reader, but I don't read like this factual stuff. Girl, you see what you got my books looking like? I wasn't there for your reveal of the portrait, but yeah, I stay in these, and I got this one. And I don't know if you got that one yet.
Scoot over a little bit. Let me see. The other way. Yeah. No, yeah, the book. Yeah, Giants on Record. But I'm gonna go get it. Can you send me a picture of it?
Yeah, I might just send it to you. How about that?
No, but you need it.
I sent you one.
Oh,
I didn't get to see the picture that day. That you the picture when I revealed it. I didn't see it.
It's over here. Thank you so much. Everybody was like, who did it? Who did it? So I gotta put your information up there. Please send me all your info so I can put it up, because everybody's seen it and was asking who did the portrait. So
did your light come on, because it glows? It says stuff in the book. In the picture.
Oh yeah, we already know. We know.
I got Enoch, the Giants, and stuff like that.
Listen, I've been it's in my hallway. I said, I ain't taking that down, boo. It's in the gallery. So I'm sorry. I love you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna send this one to you, okay?
Thank you so much, honey. I just want to tell y'all, I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate everybody that comes here. I appreciate all of y'all amazing gifts that y'all send me. I really, really do. And it makes me the envy of some of my friends. I know I'm not supposed to want people to envy me, and I don't, but they be a little envious. I know they do.
Did you try this out?
You said, I'm actually, it's in my shower. I haven't yet, only because I've been having a breakout. I don't know if it's because I changed my soap, but it's actually in my shower, and that's like the next thing on the list.
It's good for eczema and stuff like that. It's good. It's Lucy friendly too. You know, Lucy friendly. Lucy friendly. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, cause see that. Okay, good job. Okay. Because that is an issue. Thank you. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all about my little soap I got, because my skin be acting up. It's crazy. All right. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay. Miss Glenda, go ahead. And then we'll do Miss Christy and Miss Al and nephew, and then Deja and Renee. Okay, so we just gonna go in order. Come on, Miss Glenda. I think you're on mute, Mama. Oh, that's good. That's real good. You want a lot? I'll come back to you, Mama. Okay, Miss Christy, go ahead.
Hey, y'all. Want to let y'all know I miss y'all. It's been so much going on. My brother is coming home tomorrow. Thank God. Look at God. He is coming home tomorrow. I'm sick. That's why I sound like this, y'all.
It's okay.
Everything went on at the same time. Just got to blow it all out real quick. Roof fell in on the house. Brother in the hospital. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. When I tell y'all yesterday, everything that could go right went right. Y'all, Daddy showed up, showed out, and did it all. They're going to start working on my roof tomorrow, y'all. So my brother's coming home tomorrow, y'all. I'm just happy, and I'm so glad to see y'all. I love y'all so much, and I know prayer do work, y'all. When he say be patient and sit back and wait, I've been patient, sit back, waiting. I ain't stressing on nothing. If I owe you, I owe you. If it coming, it's coming. If it ain't, it ain't. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, because that's what makes sense to me. And that's all I wanted to say. I love y'all.
Congratulations. She said my daddy came through. The roof is getting fixed tomorrow. My brother is coming home. She said when everything went wrong, it went wrong. But yesterday when everything went right. It went right. Yeah. And I waited and I was patient and I didn't get worried. And I said, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. That is, listen, right there. That if you can keep that mindset when you are going through, God just be trying to show you how big he is.
I see. It ain't nothing nobody can tell me about nothing. I don't want to hear it. Get somebody else to do it. Excuse me, y'all. That's some real bullshit. I ain't doing it. I don't want it. And I want to tell you, Cerca, I don't know where you came from, how you came in my life. I see myself so much in you, so much that you say you go through, so much that you've been through in all aspects of it. I see me. I am the clown. I am the one that go in the trap. I go in the trap right now, baby. I love it in the trap. I'm in there, hanging, talking about song, throwing everybody off.
Come on.
And they love it. They love it because that's not what they expect when you come in. I love this. I love you. Thank you. That's it. Somebody else, have your turn.
I love you and thank you for sharing, y'all. See, this is why I say I can't, like, these days, y'all, when you start to see your walk with God grow and other people's walks grow with you, this is why Paul and them was always writing letters back and forth and sending encouragement to the church over here and the church over there, because when you see God moving in so many different people's lives, the main thing that shows you is that he can do it for you. If you could do it for them, I know you could do it for me. Okay, so all she did was start talking and praying and her life changed. That's how I know y'all don't have to tell me that like stress levels and stuff is coming down, because I know as soon as you start to connect with God, that's an automatic. You're going to have them first days at first of where the devil be trying to hit you because he wants you to stay in your old life. But if you stay persistent, listen, and consistent, excuse me, God show up and show out. He be trying to see if you're going to trust him more than you trust your job, your husband, your wife, your friends, your family, your own self. He want to know that you trust him more than that. But when people have known you your whole life and they know you might have always complained or always had something negative to say or whatever, and they see you changing, they be like, what you doing? That's fake. She didn't.
Yes, they scared of me. They scared of me, sis. They be like, what's wrong with you? What you got going on? Everything. And a whole bunch of nothing. And what you got going on? I love it. Again, thank you. Y'all keep praying for my brother. Keep praying for me and my family. And I love it here.
I love you too. I love you. Thank you so much, Mama. All right, Mr. CJ, y'all. It be the thing around here. Come on, nephew. I see you in the kitchen whipping. What you making us? You better not be throwing them patties down.
Hey, CJ.
What's going on?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, come on with that patty. All right. Oh, yeah. Come on with that, nephew.
Hello.
Yeah,
I just wanted
CJ
to tell y'all, like, I just wanted to tell y'all, like, it did change me a lot. Like, over the year I've been here, like, I gave up the Xbox I had, TV, a lot of stuff. So it was really worth it, giving your life to God and just trusting it. And I thank you, Cerca. I thank the family too for just being there. Because, it ain't people that you could turn to talk to about it. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that.
We love you, nephew. You the community nephew
too.
Anyway. We started out with a whole bunch of them, and you just the baby of the family, whether you want to be or not.
Yeah, I really do appreciate y'all.
Everybody say, hey, nephew. Y'all, he over here got the shrimp and rice going. Y'all know he in, I don't know if you mind me telling, but he in culinary school.
What's up, cuz?
What up, though, little cuz? Hey, nephew.
Hey, nephew. You know we talk all the time.
Hey, nephew. Man, we talk all day. I love little cuz.
I want to peep in the pot. Peep in the pot.
Listen, it makes me excited, y'all, because look it, 10 months ago, we was all strangers. We was all strangers 10 months ago, family. But now we do have a place to belong. We do have, and this ain't no cult. Everybody live their own life. In a cult, everybody wants you to be the exact same and do all that. No, I absolutely love the fact that everybody keeps their individuality here. Everybody is seeking their gifts from God and what is on the inside of them, what they like. It makes me excited. My nephew said he gave up the Xbox, the TV, and everything, and he said it's worth it. It's worth it. He's 18, y'all. He in his prime. He could be out cutting up. This boy is researching all day and night. I promise y'all, because he's constantly sending me stuff like, auntie, I was reading. You supposed to be asleep. But auntie, I was reading. And auntie, I saw this. And auntie, they about to get us. And auntie, when I tell y'all, he could be doing so many. He live in Atlanta. He live in Atlanta where he could be getting into a gazillion things. And this baby got his head in a book and researching all day, trying to understand what God is saying about life. That's mind blowing. I ain't worried about getting no money to ball on nobody because he trying to figure out how he gonna get stuff for when the lights ain't in. I mean, like, ooh, nephew, I love you. You know I do.
Yeah, keep it up. I'm telling you, you really doing your thing. Keep it up. For real.
Y'all, it's y'all. Y'all, we. It ain't me, it's us. Us. We are a communal effort. You, me, everybody here, y'all. If we did not lay the bait out, if we didn't ask a person a question, we are the body of Christ right here. Not just us, but we are a part of. We'll say maybe God made us the Cerca Trova community, WOIU into the leg. I don't know. Maybe we a knee as a whole, but then we got our own pieces to our own body. And it's amazing that everybody shares the information, go looking, is understanding, looking at the bank, sharing. Because just think if we didn't, we would be as blinded as most of the people in the world right now. Most of the people in the world think, oh, it's just the planes. You know, they had a glitch. No, the hell they didn't. That was an act of war. Did y'all see the video I posted where they said it was 3 other countries that have Canada, the Philippines, and us all on the same day or within the same 3 days had nobody could fly out of their country. It wasn't just America. In that same 3 days, it was Canada, I think, and the Philippines that had the same problem we did where all their planes was grounded. Those are acts of war, y'all. The electricity, acts of war. They got into the electricity, now they controlling the planes. Do y'all remember me saying we ain't gonna be able to go nowhere? In the UK, now they talking about you can't go. They doing trials in whatever city the young lady told us the other day, because she's in the UK, you can't travel 15 minutes outside your house without having to pay. Yes, in the UK, last week or whatever, they started it. You cannot travel more than 15 minutes from your house or you have to pay. It's on the scroll up, mama. Y'all put the Zoom up there for her, please. You said your electric bill will be $500. Excuse me. All right, we're going on. Miss Glenda, do you got your hand up? Okay, okay, come on, mama. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
This girl is going to have a fit if I don't let her talk to you.
Hi, TT, baby.
Hey,
Hi,
Titi. Good.
You being good?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You so sweet. Hi, baby. You are gorgeous.
She's on her tablet watching you, but it doesn't let her talk. So I told her I would try to see if I could get it on my phone, and I finally did.
Oh, that's my TT, baby. She is gorgeous. How you been?
I'm good. I'm the one with the one arm.
Okay.
But it works. I'm doing just fine without it, though. It ain't stopped nothing. My books are right there, though, and my journals.
Come on now.
And my grandson, the other day at the laundromat, he came running out of the laundromat with the International Bible. You know, I have all the regular KJVs or whatever. He ran out of the laundromat. He said, Yaya, here, Yaya, I got this for you. And I looked and I said, what you got? He said, it's a Bible for you, Yaya. You need this kind, right? I think DK is 5. He shocked me. But I'm so thankful for you. And my husband's back there, but he be in class too. He be sneaking up on me.
Come on.
And one of my daughters. Say hello.
Hey, pretty girl.
They be sneaking up in class on me. They be having me in tears because at least I know what I tell them about class. They listen.
Yes.
So I don't want to take up no time. I just want you to know that I'm very, very thankful for you.
Oh, Pumpkin, I love y'all. And the fact that my nieces is in there. You gonna hit me in the thought again, girl? You gonna do it for me again? Okay. I love
we
you
love
too,
you over here.
Yes. Kiss all the babies for me, please.
I definitely will.
Oh, listen, my nephew is running in like, Grandma, here. Yeah, you need this book right here. This is the one you don't have. That right there. If that don't show you that God will use whoever, now he ain't got no job.
Nope.
But God still use your grandbaby of 5 years old to bless you with a Bible.
And my sister was here from Oregon, and she bought the books for me, my OTPs for Christmas. Okay. And she was looking in them, and she said that she just went home back to Oregon, and she said, I'm getting those. I'm getting those. And
come on, she said, I need some of this. So you laid your cheese out, didn't you?
I
did. Laid your cheese out.
I did.
Come on. It makes me excited. Well, I love you, Pumpkin. Thank you so much.
I love you too.
Y'all, this be making me happy. Do y'all see this? I'm telling you right now, when I know that this make my sacrifice worth it. This makes all the time that God made me sit outside and not be a part of things, and I had to be away, set aside. And I used to cry, y'all. I used to be so, and I'm not gonna say I don't now, because he don't let me out around a lot of people. He keeps me tucked away. He really do. And it's been like that most of my life. He's kept me tucked away. But I'm grateful, because when I see generational curses being broken, or these, babies saying, here, here I got, you don't got this Bible. I know you don't got this Bible, those things. Because guess what? They see Yaya and Grandma and Mama and Daddy going, and when they see you, because kids know when you stressed, kids know when you upset, kids know when you're not feeling right. And when they see you and they can feel that where you used to go off or do whatever you used to do, and now you get in your books or you go journal, guess what that's teaching them? When I got a problem, I don't got to act out. I need to get out to myself and get my journal and write and study and calm myself while I'm going through something. We teaching them without even teaching them, because they know what we used to do.
Yeah.
They know what we used to do, how we used to act when we got upset or angry. So they're seeing the change. And y'all, that made me excited. It really do. So we gonna get on, because I know folks, I'm sorry. Y'all.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too.
Okay. Bye-bye. All
Bye-bye.
right, Miss Chanel.
Put my
And
hand
then Miss Simpson.
Take that down.
All right, family. I'm the other twin. Danielle is my twin. So when y'all see Miss Bunny's twin, I'm Miss Bunny.
Hey.
So Danielle had been telling me for months. She was like, well, sissy, I'm on my spiritual journey. I don't know if you want to do it too, but I'm not gonna force you to do nothing. But you want to come listen to this class with me? And I'm like, okay, because normally when we try something, we always try together. Okay. So I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there listening, and she would send me the lives and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I can understand this. Right. Because I was the one that was always in church. She's the one that wouldn't be in church. I'm the one that was always the liturgical dance, the choir person, the usher in the church. And it got to the point where the lay leaders of the church, they're of the older persuasion. So they feel like they're still stuck in the backwards times. They're not ready for change and things like that. And I noticed that. I'm like, how are you a married man and you the lay leader of the church, but you flirting over here with my single mama? My mama don't want you, but every time she come in church, you up running in her face. So constantly seeing that and how they treat you. I mean, they look upside your head like, okay, why you dressed like that? Or when I do go home and I go to church on a Sunday, but where you been? I don't live in Mississippi. I live all the way in Texas. So when I go home, I'm trying to get that time with my family because I only get really a day and a half. I get there 10, 11 o'clock on Fridays, have to turn around Sunday morning, drive 5 hours back home. So I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. So every chance we get, me and Danielle's talking. She's like, she'll text me, Sissy, Cerca, okay, well, where's she at? She on live or she on YouTube? Well, if you miss live, get on YouTube. So I normally go to lunch like 11:30. I'm the one that be telling you, okay, do this with your glasses, do that with your glasses.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So I'm like, okay, so I'll get maybe 10, 15 minutes of class in, like on my lunch break, and then I try to make sure I make class at night. So I'm like, okay, Danielle, I'm growing with you. So she's allowed me to learn through her, through you. So for that, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm excited because Danielle used to, I know, yes. And I say this, I remember when she first came and she listen, firecracker. Danielle is right. I'm grateful. I want to say this though, you know what makes me happy? Is that now you all have a whole nother thing to share, right? And y'all might be able to go back down to Mississippi, girl, and put some fat on their head. Like, look, I know this is, but this why y'all angry. Y'all should not be mad that when I come in, y'all should be happy to see the joy of the Lord. I don't see it. Come on, well, let's look here. Because I'm definitely having to go back to my roots, my old church folks, and say, listen, I understand that that's how you was trained, but it's not God. And it's running God's people away. And y'all are going to be held responsible for rejecting God's people. And a lot of people don't think about that. But if God sent a soul to you, no matter what condition that soul was in when it came to you, and you rejected them, you pay for that. Now, a lot of people don't know.
You also got me on my life journey.
Come on now. Come on. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. Hey, girl. I see somebody said we all got locks. I love it. Come on. And I tell you this, the more that you learn about your hair, the more that you learn about yourself, the more that you learn. I asked God to let my hair grow as my spiritual life grew, and it grew. And it's a real thing in that time.
As soon as I locked my hair, I told Danielle, I said, you know, my stress level went away. So Danielle, I may be locking your hair when I come home, so be ready.
All right. All right, Miss Samsung, SM. Thank you so much, Miss Chanel. I love y'all. Listen here. Just come on through. Y'all see that?
Hey. So Cerca, I come on as Beach Life, and I do not normally have TikTok, okay? And I've been praying, and I downloaded TikTok when you were doing your giant videos. And something caught me with your books. You were sitting out on the porch and you were going through your timelines. And so I have been watching you ever since. I am so bad with technology. I'm a gardener. I grew up the same way you did. And secondhand stores in the projects. And so you're my people. I'm like, girl, get that. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So for me, just to hear the real life, to see the real life, to hear you speak, the confirmations that I receive from your lives. I figured out you're on YouTube now, but I still watch you live because I enjoy it more. But I normally wouldn't even come on and speak, and I didn't even know how to change my name. So thank you for calling Samsung, because I didn't even know how to put it.
It's okay.
But I appreciate you so much for sharing his word, for being obedient. I go to a church now, and part part of the word is good, and then part of it is fear-based.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't live in fear. Mm-hmm. We can't live in fear. And I love that you teach that. I love the way that you reach out to people, the homeless, the things that you do. And it doesn't matter what color we are, where we came from, how we grew up. And I appreciate that.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to say thank you so much. Keep doing you. I love your phone calls. I love your acting. I love your stuff. It makes it entertaining, but you learn the word so much more. And I have the OTPs. I got the PDFs. I don't got the books yet, but I follow.
Did you send me an email?
No, I can get them. I got them. I'll get them.
Did you send me an email?
No.
Well, you've been here a minute, so send me an email.
You sure?
Yes. Because
Okay.
if you didn't have the PDFs, if you send the email for your address.
I will. Thank you. And just thank you for I mean, it has changed my life. It has changed my family's life. It has changed my friend's life. I teach my daughter all the time, but those books, they share it in such a deeper way, and they explain it so much better in the way that you connect it. Somebody earlier was talking about how you bring in the mythology in those other books, and it makes it so clear, and our God is so great. And so I am not a camera person. I'm not a video person. I'm thankful you are, because we need you. We all do. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, and you're welcome. And I want to tell you, I don't know if you know, we go live on YouTube too. Did you know that?
No, girl, I told you I don't know technology. I downloaded TikTok just for you.
So let me tell you, anytime that we're live on YouTube, on TikTok, if you catch me live on YouTube, we're actually live. I mean, TikTok is whenever I go live on TikTok, I always go live on YouTube. So you're actually able to watch like on a bigger device or whatever. I don't know. A lot of people like YouTube better, but you can go to YouTube actually too and watch live.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I want to thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm very happy that you are here. I'm happy that the people around you are growing because you are able to break it down. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Christy, please make sure you send it into the right place. Because if you are, I don't think do you be sending your address, Mama? I seen it. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate you. Make sure you send me your address so I can get you a book out, okay? A set of books.
I will. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so I want to say that too. Let me tell y'all, because I might be sounding mean when I say this. I'm not saying that we will not get you guys books. I'll be saying, because we got some folks that's going to go and they're going to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on, and they always want some free stuff. So when I say that, I'm not saying that we will not buy you books, because everybody's situation is crazy. Okay, next month you might have $54, but this month you don't. And this is the month that you want your books. I totally understand. You just have to know, I know a lot of people are schemers, right? And they don't care what they get for free as long as they get something for free. And I don't be wanting people to take away from the people that really want to learn, and the book's just going to be sitting up. But if you still been working on the PDF, that means you need some books. So send me your email so that I can send you some books. And Miss Christy, if you said you sent it, please, I hope that you're not sending it to the website and you're sending it. Okay, let me write it down right now. Because I thought I sent you some books. But I guess not. Okay. What's the city? Give me the city, girl. Columbus, Georgia. Okay. Okay. I got you. All right. Deja. Did Deja leave? No, come on, Deja. And we got two Deja. So, we got Shadiqua? Is it Shadiqua? Okay, so we got Shadiqua and Shadeja. Okay, come on, Deja. And then we'll have Renee and Lene and Miss Janice. Because Deja, you've been here for a minute with your hand up. I know that. Hey, Day. Did she leave? Shadeja? She didn't. Well.
Yes, I am here. My phone froze for a second.
Oh, you all right, Mama? How are you, Nisa Pooh?
I'm good. So my real name's actually Deja. Everyone just, well, my family calls me Deja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's Deja, but you can call me either one.
Okay, I'm sorry, Deja.
Oh, so what I wanted to say is like, I just want to say thank you, Cerca, for like what you do. And it makes me feel a whole lot better knowing that there's like-minded people like me. Because it can get like real frustrating and lonely out here, especially when you can read stuff and you're like, I wish I had someone to talk about this to, or you try to share with somebody and they look at you like, what in the world are you talking about? Or say, oh, that's nice. And I'm like, don't you understand what I'm talking about? Like, I was just like telling my mom the other day about the digital currency thing. I'm like, guys, like, there's places in the world where this is being implemented. Like in Nigeria, they put a certain limit on what you can withdraw anymore. Then you have to pay like 10%.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was on the news the other day. Well, it was in an article I saw about. You can only withdraw $45. Anything more than that, you have to pay like a fee of like 10%. And in
so
India,
they're telling you how much money that you can withdraw. And then if you withdraw more than that, they charging you 10%?
Yes. And in India, they started testing their digital currency on like 4 banks. Now they're announcing it in Mexico and America.
So okay. Now do y'all see why I told y'all I do not be worried about this cash? I'm gonna go on and give it away and do what we need to do with it because we ain't even gonna be able to spend it. This is mind blowing, y'all. First, it was when we first started. Remember, thank you, Pumpkin. Remember when we first started? It was the people not able to get their banks out in the islands and stuff. Remember, and then it ended up being another city where they because remember it was like St. Croix or somewhere earlier or Jamaica or somewhere. Remember, they had the
China.
You
China.
couldn't get your money,
China.
and now look at what's going on. All of these places you can't catch your checks. I said, y'all get ready because that is a sign. That was in February, March, April, Deja, and now you're saying that right now it's a reality. They controlling how much we can take out, and it's coming in all these cities, and now it's gonna be over here shortly. That's mind blowing.
Yep, it's even more alarming when your family don't realize it either. And it's like, because like my parents were planning a trip in August. I'm like, y'all planning a trip for August? I'm like even my dad's talking about how eggs are so expensive now, and I'm just looking. I'm like, like, not that it's anyone's business, but it's like I have a big family. It's like 10 people here. And I'm like, what's gonna happen? People don't even like invite us to dinner now, and that's just church folk. Imagine building stuff. And it's like, who's gonna share with us? Not to mention how people in the family who got health issues, so that even makes it more of a target.
Wow.
All
I'm gonna say is, baby, God allowed you to come here so that you can get ready. And they might not be listening now. Yeah, I'm doing some. They might not be listening now, but God is giving you the information for some reason. Out of all your big old family, and you're the only one that's listening, it might be. I can't even speak and say what it is. I just know that He got you there to help them.
But it just makes me feel like I'm going crazy sometimes and it makes me like want to cry because it's like even I see things and I'm like, no one can believe me. In my dreams, what I see outside.
It's okay. I mean, they probably are not going to believe you, but they didn't believe Jesus either. They didn't believe none of His apostles. They didn't believe Noah. Just remember Noah. If nothing else, remember Noah. Think about all the people He kept telling it was going to flood, it was going to flood, it was going to flood, and they had never seen rain before, so they really thought he was crazy. At least we know the earth has already been messed up just one time. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, baby, it's gonna be okay. God is gonna work everything out for you. He's gonna open some eyes in your family so that you don't have to feel crazy, but you know you're not, because you know you got us and we believe it all.
Thanks, Circa. But the crazy part is these are like church folk. My dad's a pastor, and he says, I said, Dad, we should prepare. It was like a few months ago, just like when God told Joseph the famine was coming. I'm like, and he said, God will provide. I'm like, yeah, he provided time.
Wow. She said, my dad is a pastor, and I'm trying to tell him we gotta get ready. And he's saying it's not the time, and she said it's the time. And I'm whispering because she whispering. But I'm just saying, y'all, it's scary. It's okay. We're gonna go on to move to the next person. Thank you so much, baby. I just want to say, listen, now you see why I've been trying to prepare my mind to separate. I've been trying to prepare my mind that, Lord, if they choose to be lost, it is a choice. If they choose to not understand, this is a choice that God has given everybody to make. You don't have to listen. You don't have to pay attention. You don't have to. But the scary part about it is it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. So, Miss Shadika, is it Miss Shadika? And then we'll do Sarah and Jen. Okay, hey.
Shadika, I'm your Muslim sister. Happy coming on. Oh my God. I'm so happy to see you. Nice. I'm American. Hood. I've been Muslim for 20 years, alhamdulillah, almost 21. I was Christian my whole life, my whole family Christian, just to give you a little background. And once I learned that Muslims love Jesus and waiting for Jesus, and we pray to the same God of Abraham and everything, I was like, it was so easy to submit, and alhamdulillah. But I just love sisters like you because it's like rare. It's rare. And I be so impressed with you. I be telling my family and stuff because they think I'm crazy. But I don't want to take too much time. But I just want to show you how much books you don't got me to buy.
Oh Lord.
God. Look, okay, first of all, let me see if I can turn my camera around.
Oh.
I'm already studious a little bit, I guess you would say.
You did added some extras.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Look, this is my bookshelf already. This is my bookshelf. But first, let me show you got me to get this because I'm a history buff and I love religious history. I found this on Amazon. I was like, yes, I'm getting it. That was one thing. Here's the other thing. Look, I'm just going to read them off. Yeah, you see that? You see it? Yes. Look, Muslims, we believe in 4 books. The Old Testament, which is the Torah, the New Testament, which is the Gospels, the Book of Zabur, which is the Book of Psalms, and the Quran. I've never saw a Book of Zabur until I said, you know what, I read the Book of Psalms. I was Christian. But when I saw this, look, sis, the Holy Psalms of David, the Zabur, part 1 and part 2. So I got that. Wow. Look at me. Hold on.
Yes.
You see it? You see it?
You was not playing.
No, I'm not. Look, I ain't done. I don't got this, the Phantom Atlas. Look.
Oh, wow. You was not playing, honey.
At all. I even got into some holistic self-diagnostic. That's what the other one?
Girl, you got a nice library.
And this is another one to go.
Okay. I think
I'm like, yeah, they say it's really, really good. The lady Layla, Africa. I think that's how she is awesome. And she know how to work with us, like our blood types and stuff like that. So everybody talk about her. So I got it. Because I don't know when everything gonna be finished.
So I got it. I just wanted to tell you thank you.
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Everything. I appreciate you. And it was like everything you said be confirmation. In Islam, the giants, they talk about after Noah, it's called the Ad and Thamud people. And when I first learned about the Ad people, it reminded me so much of America. Whereas though they think they bigger than Allah and they want to be God, so he strike them down, and you know the stories. But
You said the Damu?
Thamud, THUMUD, or something like that. Thamud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the Ad and the AAD.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna look that up.
It's like, and their caves is still there. Their caves is still there. And I think it's in Turkey or somewhere like that. That's where it was at. But yes, I'm just like,
oh yeah, you've been searching real good.
I told you, it's like amazing to find somebody like me, like you know what I'm saying. Like, this is years worth for everything. Years, and I love you, sister, for the pleasure of Allah. And you doing right. You doing good. And I'm appreciating it. Yeah. And thank you for real. And when I see you putting out the Quran, I be like, look at her. Because people don't realize, they think that Muslims hate Jesus. We waiting for Jesus to come back, just like you. We got a whole book, a whole gospel is a surah in Arabic, but for layman's terms, we could understand a whole book of Mary, of Noah, of Mary's father. It's like the lineage. I learned more about Jesus and Mary in Islam than I ever did in Christianity.
Come on.
So I was like, wow. So I hope people get that misnomer and take it away.
But hold on, did y'all hear what she said? She learned more because remember I told y'all, I said, listen, it is puzzle pieces, y'all. And God broke the pieces up. He would not say go seek and find. There was two brothers, Christianity and
Islam.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why Buddhism just came to mind. All of them. Everything. They all brothers and sisters and family members. And this is why, like it's a reality. Like I've had people that Muslims that, I've been able to talk and have a better conversation with than I had a Christian person because they had more of an understanding. And it's sad. But you don't even you're telling somebody why their religion or what they believe is wrong, and they understand your religion more than you do.
And one more thing, when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when it was starting a movement, some of the Quraysh people was trying to kill him. So he sent, not kill him, stop allowing some of his companions. So he sent them away. He sent them to an Ethiopian country, the Ethiopian, with yes, with King David, yes. And he said, when you get over there, don't talk about nothing. Just speak to the king and just recite Surah Maryam. And then when the people from Saudi Arabia came over there, it wasn't called that then, but when they came back to try to get them, and the king said, you was not taking them. They just like us. There's nothing between us but a lie. Yeah. The Surah Maryam says everything that the Bible says about how Mary was a virgin and the Immaculate Conception, everything. Everything. So,
because they came from the same line. It's two brothers. And that's what people fail to realize. It is two brother stories. The brother that got sent away, but you got to remember, he came right back in with
And I be trying to tell people too. You gotta remember in Genesis when he told Hagar to go, he said, "Don't worry about them. I'm gonna make a nation out of them." So clearly, God was not trying to just send them away because they was bad and this and that. God know the heart of the women first of all, and He knew He had to separate them because it's about to be chaos. So let me just go ahead and send her away,
Come
She
on.
got it. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't give us
But
too
she
much we
still
can't
ended up getting
handle.
her man, girl.
I know that's right.
She still ended up getting her man in the end.
And you know that the black house, the Kaaba, hold on, let me turn it.
Okay.
That's the house that Abraham built. That's why we pray towards that house. That's the house that Abraham built with Ismail. Yeah, that's when he came back. They built this house, and he told them, "You don't worship to idols and everything. This is your prayer house. This is your house." Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we pray towards the house of the Kaaba.
Okay. So we're gonna have to get together. We're gonna have to get as soon as I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how to set this up, but God is gonna help me. I gotta figure out a thing to where, because there are so many. Can you see? You can't see. You're gonna have to go see on you're gonna have to go see on this is gonna be recorded on YouTube. And I gotta run to the bathroom really quickly. I want to tell you, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Say that too. You're absolutely gorgeous, girl.
You too, sister.
Thank you so much. I'm excited that you are here to share that information, because a lot of people don't know, they want to, Muslims or Christians or whatever. And it's the same thing. It's just different names, y'all. Same stories and everything. It's both.
You know what made me take my Shahada? The 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments. The first commandment, the Lord thy God is one. That's what it is right there. And when I read the Quran, it confirmed it. So I'm like, oh, okay. It's just like, it's not taking it's like, this is how I explain it to my friends. It's like, you know how when you go to school, you go to elementary school, then you go to high school, and you go to college. It's like different levels, but it's all together. You need everything. Everything is one. And we can't love Muhammad more than Jesus. We can't love Muhammad more than nobody. And if you do, you're a non-believer.
Come on, because they're the same person. It's the same thing. And that's what people don't realize. Well, I love you, Mama. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, y'all. I'm going to let y'all talk for a minute. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to get Sarah and Janice and Samsung and Lene White and everybody that's on there right now. I love y'all. Give me 2 seconds, y'all.
Love
Right
you too. Oh, man, I'm so happy, y'all. This was nice. And thank y'all for giving me the code, because I could not get it at first. I appreciate it.
I just want to say, I'm so happy that you spoke and just listening to you. So I'm reading a book called the Women with Wisdom of the Bible, and it was going over Sarah and Haggard. And so then I was going through Abraham, and I was going through the line, and then I started studying, and then I realized Haggard's son, and that he was the son of all nations, and what happened with him, and then just going to Egypt. And it's so interesting, the stuff that our Bible doesn't share with us.
Hey, let the dog
And
and
then
cry. I was a big old baby.
yes. And so it's so amazing to just have all those books available, and that research, and then Cerca being able to tell us, kind of point us where to go, and then having a community to learn even more. We're all blessed. I'm blessed. I appreciate it.
I finally found a tribe that, like, about 15, 20 years ago, I wanted to go back to school, right? Go back to college, but I wanted to study theology, because I only love I love history, but I want biblical history. I wanted religious history, but they kind of screwed me away from it, because they only people that do that is priests and stuff like that. So I still study on my own, but I think I would have
There's
probably did myself.
anthropology.
Anthropology?
Yes.
Well, I went to school for theology.
It's the study of ancient civilizations. That's what I'm trying to go back to school for.
That sounds nice.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Well, I have a theology degree.
In another life. I never even thought about that, so I'm gonna start looking into that.
Sounds
That
good.
sounds nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the theology school for you? Was it more so like because my friends and people told me like they teach you about every religion, but they pretty much focus on like being a priest or
pastor or something like that. Is that true?
No, I mean, it is all what you desire to, I mean, theology has like different units of it. Like you can go for counseling, you can go for a pastor, you can go for just get your PhD or your master's or something like that. But it's for theology, it's like it's completely broken down into different sections. So it all depends on what you desire to use theology for. So it's basically it's on you. Like if you want to go to school to be a pastor, and you go, you take up the line, the units, the credits for pastor for pastoral or like counseling, you take it up for counseling because you have to have so many credit hours each individual portion of theology. So
and see, that's the thing. I wasn't doing it for a career. I was doing it solely for just to know it. Yeah, so I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about enrolling in school and paying all these thousands of dollars. I just teach myself.
But
So
they don't teach you all of this. What we've learned from being here with Cerca, we would have not learned going to college for theology.
That's what I'm saying. When I heard Cerca, it was just a confirmation of what I was learning. That's what I'm saying. Like I knew, like I never met anyone outside of Islam that even talked about the giants and the just different. So that's what made me love it so much, to be honest. Like, wow.
Oh, I just want to tell y'all something really quickly. I want to say this too, because I don't want people to think that this I'm taking God's credit or anything, because I'm very grateful.
Let me let you before you even finish. Listen, sis, you always give God the glory and trust and believe me. And I never ever, not one time, heard you put it as like if it's you. You always let it be known that it was from God and Him first.
Okay.
So no, we don't see that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
the
why
love
I say
we
that.
share is from y'all. It's from how you the love we give you and have for you. I'm gonna speak for myself. Me first and foremost is because I see the love you got for God.
Yeah.
It's just like we gotta say in Islam. God said, you can follow the people and I'm gonna lead you to the people. But if you follow me, I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna make the people love you.
That part.
So
that's
like
that's nice. That just made all the hair on my legs stand up. Because I'm gonna tell you why that speaks mountains to me. Because I've been the scripture in my mind that has been kind of playing over for the last month and a half or month is a prophet is not accepted in their own town, in their own home, in their own family. And I think about all of us being misfits, or all of us being the outsiders, or all of us being the black sheep at whatever time in our family or friend or social setting. And God gave us a place. But if you think about it, when Jesus came, that's exactly what he did. He went and got all the misfits and made them his friends. He went and got the whores and the prostitutes and the drug dealers and the crackheads and the thieves and the robbers and all of those people, and changed their lives so that the people that only knew them as that one kind of way was mind blown, because they didn't even recognize them no more because they was different. And to see
you never know why a person doing something. And when you get to the core reason of a why and realize that you can really help them not do that. And because sometimes the whores and the murderers and all them people be some of the best people.
They are.
Man.
They are. It ain't sometimes, they are. Most times those people are in those situations because of circumstances that they were dealt as a child, and ain't nobody ever took the time to set them down and say, listen, it's another way you can live. I know this is the only way you've ever lived, and everybody around you live and believe like this, but there is a different way. And look, what good is your love of God if you can't love a person that the world done threw away?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see. All right, we got. Thank you so much, Pumpkin. I don't know who's in line, so let's do Miss Janice, and then we'll do. I don't know, y'all. Come on, Miss Janice, and then we'll just get through here.
Well, I am so glad to see your face again.
Man, it's been a minute. How you doing?
I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I mean, I have learned so much from you. And like I was telling Bella, that I am a theology major, and they don't teach us in theology school what I've learned from you. I've been here ever since you started, from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I have learned so much from you. And I have a testimony right quick, because I'm not going to stay on here long. I took my car to the shop to get an oil change. And so they found out that I had my valve cover gasket was leaking again. And so it's like every other year, they're doing the same stuff on my car. And I'm like, I am not paying for them to break the whole engine down again to change a valve cover gasket.
Right.
So anyway, make a long story short, me and the guys, they know me because I'm always taking my car there. So I sit down and I talk with them, and I tell them, I said, this happening every other year. I shouldn't have to keep, paying for the same stuff every other year. And so he sit down and he said, well, Ms. Dunbar, it's been over 30 miles. And I was about to say something. And God told me, he said, don't say anything. I got this for you. And I said, okay. And I just shot up. So then he told me, he said, well, then Ms. Dunbar, let me get with my supervisor, because he's the manager over the shop. So he wanted to get with the new people that's over the building because, however he did it. But anyway, I forgot. He told me to call him yesterday and I forgot. So I called him today. Guess what? They're going to repair my car. Now this price, normally I'm paying like $2,000, right? And he told me, he said, Ms. Dunbar, all you got to do is buy the part. And all I need to buy is the valve cover. I mean, the little gasket.
Yes.
That's all I got to purchase to have them to fix my car. So he said that we are going to do, you don't have to pay for nothing but the part. And that's it. So I was like saying to myself, like, God, you did it. You did it. Yeah! Did it. So, and I did take you up on that challenge too, because I want to start giving more. And, but the way I work, and, I have this big old house, and, when I bought this house, I was making money. Then I lost my job due to COVID. So now I'm like doing a temp agency, but I still have my own business, which is a janitorial service and a clothing line. So I put everything out there, and I told the Lord, this year is going to be the best financial year of my life. No matter how much I bring in, I'm gonna give more. I've always paid tithes. That's one thing I always do before I do anything. Before I pay out any bills, I pay God his tithes. So I've been doing that for many, many years. But sometimes, like you said, sometimes, our season is a season for when God is ready to bless his people. So I'm like, God, I'm just thanking you. This year is my season. This is my season. So I just want to say thank you, because I have learned so much, and I'm constantly watching mythological stuff about giants, stuff about a different country that's the giants are found in it. I'm just so ecstatic because, to be honest, they still have giants here today, guys. I want y'all to understand that there are still giants here.
Yeah.
They are hiding them, but they are here.
Yep.
And I don't care if they hear me. They got giants, and they constantly making cloning with the DNA of that they're finding in Egypt, of the kings and the queens. They pulling DNA from those mummies, and they're recreating things.
Yep.
So
Super soldiers,
they're doing that.
Super soldiers. If you look up China and all Russia, they all got super soldiers.
They all got America even got super soldiers. So I want y'all to understand. So when the Bible tells us it's gonna be like the days of Noah, the end times, God meant exactly what he said, because there were giants in the land. There was those big creatures that was in the land, those big dinosaurs and all kinds of elephants. They ain't doing that now. They are preparing to take over this world. I want y'all to get that. She is not lying. Everything she's teaching us is so real, it's so true. So I just say thank you so much, because I've been holding on to you, girl. Every time that thing TikTok come across, circle invites you. I'm like, click, and I'm at work watching you all day. I'm at work. I'm working all the time. I'm watching you.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. And thank you for sharing your testimony, because a lot of people do not believe. Now, you said this year, you said, I always pay my tithes. But God, I'm gonna give, but look, you said, but I'm gonna give more this year on no matter what I get. And as soon as you had that thought, God said, okay, I'm gonna pay for your car then. Do you see how it works? The moment that you ain't even gotta be engaged, nothing. But now he know, well, she got her car. She's going to need her car to give. She's going to need her car to take groceries and go pick people up and whatever it is that he asked you to do. And like I said,
and he knows
anything that God asks you to do, he's going to fund it.
Yes.
He going to make sure that whatever you need is taken care of to do what he's asking you to do.
Yes, it's your thinking pattern. The battleground starts in the mind. Whatever the Bible says, whatever you think, you'll be. So if you think like God desires us to think, then that's what we become. If you don't, if you think you're gonna be nothing, you won't be nothing. So the battleground is in the mind. That's where Satan fights us at.
Yes. Hold on one second. Young lady. Oh, okay. Thank you. If you have an issue with your rent, we have a website for that. Email tatnotplace@gmail.com. Where our community has a certain amount of funds that we can help, but please don't do that. I understand that you might need help, so you can email me tonight at tatnotplace@gmail, but we don't do that anymore, because people used to come on my live and it would be fake. It wouldn't be real. I'm not saying that yours isn't, but if you need some help, tatnaiplace@gmail.com, and give me your information and I'll look it up to see what's going on. And then, yes, please, we definitely will.
Oh, that's not me then. Okay.
No, ma'am. No.
Okay.
I'm over here. Okay, but thank you so much. So we're going to get to, I just want to make sure, okay, Samsung, SMU. Ain't no names there, y'all. So yes, come on. You, let's go. What you got, Pumpkin?
Listen, real quick. I don't know if you're pointing to me or not.
The one next to you, but go ahead.
So I used to work for public housing. And if you look in each state, they have emergency funding vouchers after COVID happened. And every state has a certain amount they don't want to tell you about, but you can look them up and they will help you move. They will help you get furniture. They need to spend the money. And so with that knowledge, if you could just write that down, you can Google it, look, call the agency wherever you live. I'm in North Carolina. They have like 400 in Raleigh. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's important.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me tell her, honey, the young lady that, Miss Shasta. Okay. Say that one more time, please.
So, wherever she lives, they have public housing and she can call up there. There's a certain thing called emergency housing vouchers. Okay. And every state has so many, and they need to use them by the end of 2023. They'll help with food. They'll help with moving trucks. They'll help with furniture. They'll help with your first and last month's rent because they need to get rid of it because not many people know about the program. So there's so much money out there that they don't share with us and they don't want us to share with other people, but people need it. And so if you, whatever state you're in, if you just go and call your public housing, if you need something, ask them specifically emergency housing vouchers. And that
Emergency
will help.
housing vouchers. Thank you. She said they will pay
You're
for the
welcome.
moving truck. I know everybody needed it. I'm so excited. Thank you, Punky. See, that's the stuff I be talking about right there. You could have just helped 100 people right now. Thank you. Because this is the
You're welcome.
shoot. I love our family. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, she said, girl, listen, you don't even know all your family on TikTok over here is like, thank you. I needed that information. Oh, see, you was here for today for a reason. Oh,
Hey, Circle,
think about this. We got a lot of people in Alabama right now and in the places where the tornadoes and stuff hit. So I know for a fact they gonna have some stuff. Look here. Emergency housing grant. Oh, they said they got you crying. Come on, listen. You got some folks over here because you just don't know how many people you help right now.
Girl, I know. I used to work in public housing because I used to live there. I grew up in the projects. I will try to get you everything and anything you possibly can. So if there's anything else I find out, I'll just shoot it to you so you can share it with everybody.
Thank you so much. Y'all hear that? Look, they already, yes.
Information. I have the information because I actually know someone that was behind in their mortgage. They were like 12 months behind, and they sent a check for $19,000 to their mortgage company. And
Wait.
it only,
They do mortgages too if you behind in your mortgage, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you
know what? And this, all you have to do is prove that you got behind due to COVID, and send a copy of like your mortgage or your rent, actually saying that you're behind, how much you're behind, and then they will call, validate it, and they will send that check. I saw.
If y'all don't get on it right now, if y'all don't get on it right now, y'all heard that. Go public emergency public housing grant, and they will pay your mortgage too. A young lady was behind. They sent $19,000 to her mortgage company. They get groceries and they help you get your moving truck and pay. Look, y'all said I'm on it. Come on.
But
See?
that doesn't have to be due to
I just want to say this real quick. Now do y'all see? Oh, you came here to study today. You came here to get in a class or whatever, but you never know what God got for you when you sit and listen to what he got to say. When you sit and you be a part of, when you line up. So think about this. All the people that had their $1 and they $2 to give, or you prayed for somebody or whatever it is, y'all, look at the blessing that just came through this class. Because we can only do so much. Our biggest housing grant be maybe $500 or $600 because we be trying to make sure that we can go, because it might be somebody that need bills. We don't got 19,000, but the information. God says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
If they had enough information, they would be okay. Look at this. Now, for those of you that have been here, you've been learning about being faithful over the little. Doing right with your little, giving out of the little bit that you got, and God getting ready to bless some people. That's amazing. Thank you. Let's get through here, y'all.
Circa. Can I say
y'all.
something real quick? I'm sorry. Can I say something real quick? This is Shadiqua.
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
want to say, I don't know your name, the lady that gave the her information. Every time you come on the screen, I feel my heart feels so soft, and you feel you are so genuine. And I just thank Allah truly for even letting me be in here. Y'all, I just love y'all.
Girl,
I
she from the
promise.
hood.
I
Did you
love
hear? She
you.
said, I grew up in the hood
Tell,
too. I
and
know
real
what it
recognize
is.
real recognize real. And when
Sincerely,
she's
okay?
like, oh man, y'all, sheesh Louise. I just love y'all. Thank you. I can't
You're
believe.
welcome.
And look, I was trying to figure out a way to talk to you because I'm not no texter, and I feel like it's so impersonal. And it never sound like what I want to say. So look at her. I'm just so happy.
It's a real thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. We're gonna get on through here, y'all. We got a few more people. So yeah, come on up here at the top. Come on, Mama.
How you doing?
Hi.
It is what it is. My name is Kelly.
Hi, Miss Kelly.
Hi. I just want to say thank you so much. I did email you it was a lengthy email. I do apologize for that, but I just wanted to share with you. I've been here from the beginning, and everything was going so good. And as soon as I got busy with work and wasn't able to come to class, things went downhill. I kid you not. I had my fiance at the time watching with me. Since then, things have gone, domestic, just a lot with my house. And the young lady who just mentioned the mortgage, I wanted to know if they would help with that, and does it relate to just being COVID related?
If they will help with utilities?
She said they help with everything.
Yeah.
And sis, everything is COVID related after that. So if it ain't, it is. Sis, you need help.
David,
you just have to show that you're behind. She said, that's it.
Yep.
All you got to do is show that your mortgage is behind with this emergency housing grant. You just got to go to the public housing and they got the money. And she said they pay for your truck. They don't send the money to you. They send it to your mortgage company. So call the public housing tomorrow and tell them you want to know about the emergency housing grant.
Okay, yeah, because he just stopped paying it. So, I mean, it's not that behind, but I'm just, with work being slow and everything. And I do want to say thank you for the books, because at that particular time, I wasn't able. So when I got the money, I did send it back to pay it forward. Remember,
but you didn't have to.
I know, but that was on my heart. And I did also take up the challenge with the homeless. And I did it twice now. Today at work, I work security, and I'm also the funeral director assistant.
Okay.
But I work with security on the movie sets that they film here. And we were right in front of a homeless shelter. And it was just so sad, like just beyond sad. They were digging in the garbage at 6:30 this morning. And it was just on my heart. Like, I had stopped at Dunkin' before I went to work, and I just had to give my, the young lady my food, because I'm like, oh my God, and that like brought me to tears. Because like I was this close to losing my house that we just bought together, that he's no longer involved in. So now everything is on me. And it's like, woo,
And look at what information God just gave you today.
Exactly. And I'm so appreciative. I've been trying to tell everybody, and I got my aunt involved. Like, we buried my cousin on Monday, and we listened to you on the way to the funeral. So when we came out, she said, hey, is Miss Cerca still on? And so we clicked on to listen on the ride home, but you were just finishing up. So I caught the last little tail bit of that. But I just want to say thank you so much, because I'm journaling now. Like, I got my journal going on. I sleep with my books. My Bibles is in the bed with me.
Come on.
Look on his X side of the bed.
Yeah, all right.
But I just wanted to say thank you so much. I've been rocking with you since, I think, day one that I caught you, because it was sometime in February. I think you had us writing the dates down and doing some other stuff. But
I'm always telling somebody what to do, ain't I? It's horrible.
But I can relate to you, because I grew up in the hood, but I didn't have a rough childhood. I was a young mother as well. My kids are grown. I got 4 grandbabies. I even tell my grandbabies about you, you know what I mean? And trying to get my daughters on board. They're slow. I lay the cheese, but my youngest daughter came to a couple classes. I'm slowly but surely getting them, to get prepared.
You said dropping them seeds. Seeds take a little minute to grow sometimes.
I'm trying.
But see, guess what? When they start seeing mom talking about all these blessings, like how this rent about to get paid, And because they know your situation, you know, they be knowing. When they start seeing these miracles come, then it make them want, that's cheese too.
Mm-hmm.
So they see you giving, you tell them about what happened earlier, and then you let them know, girl, I was in class today, and God had me get this, and look at this information that showed up for me. Those are the testimonies that we got to give to people that God asked me, are you willing to give your last, even though you in a bad situation? And remember when I said favor is better than money, because they might not send the money to you, but if they taking care of whatever your need is, you don't need the money. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we want the money in our hand. The money ain't got to be in my hand. God, I just need you to take care of my business.
Exactly. And that's what I've been journaling about and praying about, and just, whoo, crazy. But yeah, I just want to thank you.
Get on there and find that information out. I would not be waiting, y'all. It's a lot of us, and y'all know how we do. Find your state, the public housing office, look up the emergency housing grant, and get on that tonight. And she said they do groceries, trucks, everything. But you don't need none of that. You don't need no trucks. You're staying. But she said they sent $19,000 to somebody's mortgage company. Come on.
And I'm only like 1,000 behind, so it's not that bad. You know what I mean? So
thank you, Lord,
like,
for
I'm working on
$5,000 paid up.
Oh, well, yeah.
Thank you for $5,000 paid up, Dad.
Yeah.
Write that down in your journal today, so that we can have a ballpark that he can do over and beyond. So we got to ask for. See, y'all be asking for this much. He be sick of me. I told y'all. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna ask for nothing else, but I seen this thing on there, and I think I need another. I said that 2 minutes ago that I wasn't gonna ask for nothing else. I know I did. Okay, so I don't want to say that I lied, but I just didn't know that I was gonna need it just yet.
Right. And
you gonna get it for that? Okay. All right. See, that's what we need to be on. Because he said, I own all the cattle and the hills that the cattle lay on, and I own everything. Why are you going to them when I can send you whatever? Now, it might not come from where you want it to come from, or who you expect it to come from. But all the money that they say that they don't got in the rare diamonds and jewels and things that people don't even know exist, I can make somebody find it and come bring it to you.
True. Yes. I appreciate that. I will get on it. Well, tomorrow's Saturday, so I doubt that they're open. But and Monday's the holiday, so
website information. It's called the Homeowners Assistance Program, and then you go to state.
Homeowners Assistance Program. Let me write that down.
You can go online, she said, to the Homeowners Assistance Program. Look it. Ooh. Yes, this makes me happy.
Not a lot to fill out.
And it's not a lot to fill. So that way you can already be in the system, honey, on Monday or Tuesday when they come back in.
Okay, yep. Thank you so much for that.
Y'all better get on it. Homeowners, folks that ain't, come on.
If you upload it and complete this weekend, then just Monday call them. Because she said what she did, because it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
What's the status? And she got hers in like 4 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. They said like 4 weeks. Come on, y'all. Come on. If y'all
Thank
might
you
be
so much.
in trouble
she called
with rent, and they come on, you need help moving. Come on, y'all. Ooh, that make me excited.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gonna get moving because it's almost 9 and I'm getting sleepy. So I'm gonna get on down through here, and I need to eat because I didn't drink this way, and I need to go get me some food. So we gonna get through these last people, y'all.
Have a good evening. I said thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Yes, and I want y'all to see. Look, she gave her food away today to some people that was digging in the trash, but she's already in a situation herself. She could have said, "Well, everybody got problems," but she gave her food away, and today. She got the information that I guarantee you, I don't know what your food costs, but when they go ahead and do what they're going to do, it might be 1,000 times over what you paid, that God blessed you for being a blessing on the same day. His math, God's math be math, and his math is not the world's math. It's always better. He always gives you more than what you gave. That's why I don't understand why people like being stingy. It's absolutely absurd.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I love y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna click off of here. I'm gonna catch you on TikTok live.
Okay. All right, Mama. All right, so Miss Two Max in the Seas, Lene, come on, somebody just go, and then we just gonna move on, because I don't know who was first and who was last.
Hey, everybody. I am, I'm Terry. And
nice to meet you, Miss Terry.
Yes, ma'am. And it's 2 Max in a pack.
Oh, 2 Max in a pack. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Like
and it's 2 Max in a pack because my daughter and I during COVID, we started a garden.
Oh.
And from that, we have 4 hens. And I laugh and I tease people that especially when my niece and I go to the grocery store together, and I tease, I said, well, let me watch you go over there and get those eggs, because we get eggs every day. So I tease. And so every day, I just got 2 today. So
do you leave your eggs on the counter?
I sure do.
No
I sure do.
refrigeration.
And
they're
about
already ready.
They're huge. They're about that big. So, so yeah, brown. They're beautiful. Isa browns are what I have. Wow. Yeah, they're beautiful.
So you about to be the egg dealer?
Well, yeah, I give them away. And people tell me to sell them. I'm like, yeah, I do, but they're only 4, so they, they only do what they can, and I spoil them. You know, but it's okay.
Yeah, cool though. 2 gardens and got hens. I like it.
And I just got, right before we had a negative temperature, I got 2 handfuls of turnip greens that I got, and we cooked that, and it was delicious. And before winter, we had some tomatoes and everything. We had watermelons this year, so we did pretty good.
So I have a question. So do you grow your greens in the winter? Do you put the hay over them? So that
I don't put anything over it. I just, because when greens are winter vegetable, right? And they're growing out there now that the frost is over. That negative degree is over, and they'll continue to grow.
Wow. How long does eggs stay good outside of the refrigerator? Well, these are animal 45 days, right? If you put oil or something on them, or how long is it?
I don't do it. Just get them out the coop and put them on the counter, and they'll stay good for a month.
Okay, so a month for sure. I know my cousin, I think she put some kind of oil on them or something.
Now that's new to me.
She put, but I'm learning that just the outside of the egg is fine. Just don't wash it and leave it, and it's a protected. Right, don't wash it.
It's
okay, so no oil. Yeah, because I know one of my cousins, she was putting like mineral oil or something on them. But yeah, for a month, they can stay out for a month. I think my auntie, she writes a little date on them at the bottom of them, just because they have a few chickens, but she'll write like the date, or like the date of like 27. So she know that was a 27, because they have a lot of them. They're in Kentucky. But yeah, I need to give me some property so I could do what I need to do around here. I need to get back.
Right. It's the best thing, and they take care of themselves. You just give them whatever out of the refrigerator. They like goats. They eat anything. They even eat chicken. So it's fun.
Are you serious?
I know. Yeah.
I was seeing that the other day that people feed their chickens eggs, and I said, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
The chicken.
You feed the chicken, but ain't that cannibalism for the animals?
Well, I mean, it's protein, and that's what makes the eggs richer. Okay. So if I have a piece of steak or something, a beef that is about to go bad, I just toss it out there to them.
So well, nothing I've seen people doing it, and they said if you want your chickens to be whatever you feed, they love eggs. But I was just thinking that was kind of, as long as I've been around, my grandma and them had farms and everything, girl, and they fed all of that. But I guess it didn't register to me today. But we've been doing it. I ain't worried about it. And if I get some chickens, I'm gonna feed them some eggs.
Yeah, that's what it's the shell gives them, because I give them the layer feed and oyster shells, because the oyster shells keeps the shell hard. Without the oyster shell, then you get real soft eggs. It's like you can tap it and it's gonna crack. Yeah. But
so
the oyster
teaching us
shell
something.
gives them, yeah.
We might need you to come in for everybody that's trying to get some chickens and hens and stuff.
There you go. There
We're
you
gonna
go.
have two
It's
Max in the
beautiful.
Pack come teach us a chicken class because we need one.
Yeah, they take care of themselves. Once you get them started, they take care of themselves.
Wow, you have 2 dozen chickens, so
Oh,
everybody got chicken.
wow. That's
I
wonderful.
I gotta get me a house. I'm gonna go on and move. I'm gonna go on and do it. I gotta get me a space. I wouldn't trip because I didn't have my kids, but I need a garage and stuff. I need some space so I can, because you can put the chickens in the inside in the garage in the wintertime, right? Like
No.
so that they can be warm, or you just keep them outside.
I keep them outside. Look, my uncle told me you'll never see a frozen chicken, but they stay. I just keep the door down on them, and they'll do fine.
He
They'll
said
do
you'll
fine.
never see a frozen chicken.
You'll never see a frozen chicken. They have
Only at the
others.
grocery store.
Huh?
Only at the grocery store.
Only at the
Only at
grocery
the grocery store.
because they're so warm. And the ones that I have, they put their arms around each other and they kind of huddle together. They're so
that
cute.
would be so cute.
They so cute. Yeah. And I named them after my mom and my aunts. So they that's so funny.
I did not know they huddle.
They do. And it was so funny. And I know I only got 2 minutes, but look, when you put them, you know how you cook the chicken and you put like the chicken leg, you put one this way and one that way.
Yeah.
That's how they perch.
Are you so when we fold they leg back, they really do that automatic, and we thought we was doing something.
That's how they perch. One sits this way and one sits that way. And that's how they get closer together.
I did not know that. So when we fold they leg back on the wing thing or whatever it is, then that's how they fold their legs. Or they
You know the leg, the leg, when you put one leg on in the skillet,
okay,
and you have the fat part and then you put another fat part,
turn the opposite way.
Yeah, that's how they perch, in the opposite direction, so they can get closer together.
So like this facing that way, one facing. So we fry the legs like that so we can fry more chicken, and they turn like that so they can stay hot. It makes it. Okay. Even those small details in the animal community, or the animal kingdom of how things go, that is too fun. You said you want to pet chicken. And I copied the link to the story about my niece if I post it in here. Can just send it to me in an email, y'all, please.
Oh. Yeah. That book I was telling you about.
Off the grid, yeah. So look, I shared with you that I shared you with my mom, I shared you with my dad, and I told him about how anyone that has passed away, they're not, when they tell people when they pass away to be absent from the body is present with the Lord. And I'm like, how is that when judgment hasn't happened yet? And he was like, that makes sense. I said, so why do they say that? And I was actually asked my former pastor that, and you were online, and I was sitting right next to her. And I was like, see, look, she online now. She's online now. And we were going back and forth, and you were pulling up books and she was writing them down. And she was like, yeah, and I know about this. And she knew about the different areas that you were talking about. And she was writing down the names of the books. Wow. And she was just validating what you were saying. And she was like, some of the books that are in the and I got my books, yay. The books in the OTP didn't make it into the King James Bible because it didn't have Jesus in it. Mm-hmm. So that's why it didn't make it in there. And then he had his own version and whatnot. And then it was so funny, the very thing that you were saying that King James gave the he gave it for the layman because only those people, the elite had
positions.
Right. And the moment she said that, you said it. I was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. I said, do you see this?
Yeah.
I was outdone. And I wrote my stuff down so I wouldn't forget because I'm journaling too. And let me see. I said I received my books. And I also, because I've been reading my books, I found out why it's so important to pray before we read, because I find my goodness, auntie, sister, some when you because you have a carnal mind if you don't pray. And I found myself like reading Adam and Eve, and then when Michael told Satan to praise Adam, and he's like, I'm not praising him. He need to be praising me. I was here first. And then he was like, nah, I'm gonna put myself above the stars. And then and all the other one, I was like, well, wait a minute now. I said, whoa, that's not good. I said, would I have been one of those people, fallen angels, if I had kept that mindset? I said, oh Lord, let me pray first. Hold on, let me stop this. And so that's why that was a realization to me. And then I noticed that when Eve was getting ready to give birth to Cain, and when she gave birth to Cain, Michael touched her from the top of her head to her breast, and she gave birth. And that joker got up and ran. I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff. It definitely
it was
is.
hilarious. And I found myself reading with my hands on my hip, like, for real.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. I got my gas mask. I got my straws. We have our lava rocks, fire flints, machetes, all that stuff. We just don't have the food yet, but we're working on it.
Yep. Hey, as long as you're doing what you need to do, they got these whole medical insurance grants and stuff too. I think that y'all can go and get, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on because Mom, I gotta go eat. So I'm trying to get through here. It's okay. Because I didn't eat since I laid down earlier at 12 o'clock, and then I went and laid down at 5. But I definitely want to tell you, go look into the because I've been seeing something on the thing about a $5,000 like food grant or $500 a month the government is giving. This is a lot of stuff. So with that, look into that, because if they giving out, if you got health insurance and something else, and they giving out these $500 food grants, and folks be showing their groceries. Look into that, because that could be the money that if they giving it, which they probably giving it on like some type of EBT card or something like that, a Visa debit something. You can go online and buy your food with that grant, your emergency food stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they gonna give you through your insurance companies or whatever it is. So I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick because y'all know I've been having Jesus juice, and then after that it's gonna be Miss Angel, Lene, and Miss Isabel, and then we gonna go, y'all. So definitely look into that too, Max and a Pack. Thank you for sharing our information. We're gonna have to get our egg folks together and get us a class, because it ain't about to be none. So we can get the chickens going to the not Harbor Freight. What's that place called? What's the feed place people go get the chickens at?
Tractor Supply.
Yeah. Tractor Supply. Go to ain't they a Tractor Supply? You can get them at Tractor Supply. Yes. So everybody that has any type of insurance, please check with and see, they don't be wanting to tell us this, but the TikTok is putting it out there. Them $500 grants for food and stuff a month is real, y'all. You just got to find it in your state. If you join certain insurances, they give them to you. See? So that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly, we got to find that, because they go to $500 a month that you need to get your food until whenever they do whatever they gonna do. You said it's real. Okay. So it's real. It's on your medical insurance card up to $500. There you go. There go. Okay, wow. So there go yeah. See, y'all got to check with y'all every insurance. Please check. You see that? I'll be right back. Hold
on. I just want to say that $200 book is now on sale for like $17.99. It was called The Gospel of the Nazarene. That's how that it's like paperbacks are being for $17.99.
What's the name of it?
The Gospel of the Nazarenes.
The Gospel of the Nazarene.
Yes.
On Amazon? Is it on
Yeah.
Amazon?
Also, I know we were talking about gardening and you know, food possibly not being available soon, but on Amazon, they have cans full with seeds, vegetable seeds, fruit seeds, herb seeds. You can buy them with your EBT cards. And so if you want to stock up, if you know how to grow food, even if you don't know how to grow food, it's really easy, but that's something that you could buy and just have just in case. And they're not expensive. So there's like 200 different types of plants in there.
Thank you. Just need to go to the store.
I'm gonna just start playing stuff with my grandbabies and teach them something. That's how I learned. Somebody taught me. I got punished and had to grow stuff.
And people ask, how do you grow it? You take a seed, you dig a hole, you put it in there, cover it up, water it, leave it alone. It's gonna grow.
Right. But my auntie,
God does the increase. That's it.
my auntie, when we would get in trouble,
No
we would have to
magic.
go out there and plant, garden, hoe, rake, move wood piles. That's kind of grounding I did. Ooh, I didn't like it. I knew that wood pile didn't need to be moved no more. But it sure got moved a whole lot.
Right.
I got my chickens before I had
Hey,
my
sis.
coop. I asked my dad, I'm like, well, if I got chickens, would you help me build a coop? He was like, oh yeah, I'll help you. But I already had the chickens. I didn't have the coop.
All right,
I had
y'all.
them in a dog kennel.
Uh-oh. Hey, you gotta put them where you can put them until you get something else. So let's get on down this list, y'all, because I want to try to be done maybe by like 9:30. I know, you know, that ain't a lot of time, but we got like a few more people. So let's go on and get this in. Angel, let's get you in there, Lene.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
I just want to say thank you, Cerca, for everything that you have done for me. And you know what you did, and then with the learning that I have gotten from you, and like with my mom, me and my mom have had an estranged relationship because I was closer to my stepmom than I was to my mom. And when my stepmom passed, you know, I had to try to get a relationship with my mom, and it's been hard. And so in the last year, I lost 3 aunties. My mom lost 3 of her sisters within a year. And the last one that we lost, that was my mama Bible person. You know, that's the one as she would say, she would talk about thus said the Lord. So now I am able to talk with my mom about Bible things. And you know, when she was here for Christmas, oh Lord, that first day we was in the car, I went to pick her up and you came on. She was listening, but she's the type of person that talks to the TV.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't, after that first day, I could not listen to you and have her listen to, because she would not stop talking. I could not hear anything you were saying. But she took over my OTPs while she was here. And mind you, I had got her some OTPs.
Yeah.
But but when she was here, she got into it because I started showing her stuff about the hell in heaven, well, the jails in heaven. And she started reading about that, and she's, you know, just had questions. So now she's gotten home and she is reading the OTPs. I had already got her Enoch before I had got her the OTPs, and her neighbor is the deacon of the church, so they go over that together. She said she has him to help her understand. I said, Mama, well, you can understand that yourself. You don't need him, but if you just want a study partner, yeah, you can have him as a study partner, but you can understand that yourself, and it makes you understand the Bible more.
Come on.
And so, yeah, so this class had helped me to get closer to my mom.
I do hear you, girl.
Cut that off.
You gonna get in trouble by your y'all. She said, can you hear me? She all right, girl. She okay. She doing what she do. She said, can you hear me? I'm trying to talk to you. I go ahead.
She figured it out. All right.
Then I want to get here and say something too.
And every time my mom comes here, she lives in Alabama, and they had a bad storm yesterday. So I had to talk to her all day yesterday. But when she's here, I have 2 sisters. She always stay with me. But every time she's with me, we get into an argument and don't talk for months after she leaves. But this
she was all in your bed and everything.
Everything, girl. We had a good time. You know, she got on my nerve a little bit, but you know, I prayed I was able to not get into the arguments with her. And you know, I just walk away. So there was improvement there. And I think this is because of what I'm learning here. Patience and all of that. Yeah. So I just wanted to thank you, and I love you.
I want to say that made me happy because I know that mother-daughter relationship. I know the relationship when you have another mother figure in your life and your mama don't like that, even though she know y'all not close. You know what I'm saying? I know. And then I know when that comes back together, how that heals a part of your inner child to know that you can go to the person that kept you and held you and birthed you and say, listen,
right,
I just want to talk to you. What do you think about this? And it not have to be a pissing contest of who is what and who is this. So I'm grateful to hear, 1, that mom is learning, 2, that y'all relationship, because of your love for God, is growing. And now that's something that y'all can share. That is one of the most beautiful things that I've heard. I'm telling you, because I know that feeling. And if God is the midst of y'all glue, it's going to just do nothing but get better. Not that it ain't going to be rocking. Because they will get on your
very last nerve, the tip top of the nerve.
You be trying to hold all the veins in the side of your head because they be out. Listen, but you could be possibly giving her something that she might not have got any other way.
Right.
So that's a blessing. All right, let's get down through her. I'm so happy. Miss Angel, did they kick you out?
No, I'm still here. I just took my hand down.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right, Mama. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I love that too. Yeah, that made me. This is why I be going to bed happy and stuff, not just because I be having my meds. Okay, Miss Isabel, let's get you, and then, or Miss Lene. I'm sorry, real quick, Lene, because she been here forever with a hand up. Lene, and then Isabel.
So I'm about to be real quick. Thank you so much. I sent you something in Venmo this morning. Did you get it?
I haven't checked, but I probably did. I don't always check it soon because I don't be I go
okay. Because I'll be like, hold up, they got too much stuff going on. Let me make sure she got that.
Thank you so much. I put it in the pot, and for whoever need help, I appreciate everything that y'all do. I really do.
And that was it.
I love you. Thank you so much for your help. God gonna bless you too, girl. You already know you can't beat them giving, so I appreciate y'all. Every person that gives y'all, I do, like, sometimes it might be 3 days, and I know that's horrible. It ain't that I don't be looking, but I be trying to, make sure I'm doing class and other things. But every single person that has been able to help, and don't feel bad if you haven't, you didn't help in other ways by giving encouraging words and stuff, but whatever it is that y'all give to the community, information, whatever it is, I'm appreciative of every single person that comes here, whether it's your testimonies that you share about the things that God has done for you, how your life has changed. All of these things make a difference in other people's lives, because we've been told that God don't do this, or God ain't listening, or if you act like this, God don't love you. And that's not the truth. We get to see God's love go through so many different situations here, and it makes me excited. So, all right, Miss Isabel, let's get you going, Mama.
Hi, Tia.
Hi, how are you, TT's baby?
Good. I'm sorry, I don't get like this with anybody. Like, I joke around with like my husband, and I tell him I don't get impressed because I see like couple celebrities or whatever, but I'm like, I'm not impressed. If it's not Jesus, I'm not impressed. But with you, I'm like, oh my God, it's Tia, and he knows that I get excited every time that you're on. I tell him, shh, I'm listening to Tia.
Don't be in here. My auntie is on. You gotta be quiet. You hear me? How are you, beautiful?
I'm doing good. How I came across to your like TikTok was on my dog's page. um Rocky.
Okay.
I was seeking and searching, I want to learn a lot more because I knew that I always knew like there was more out there. And when I came across your page and I just right away, I just knew you were right. Like, I don't know, I just believed you because ever since the pandemic, I was like, something's not right. Like I felt it and nobody believed me. They thought I was crazy. So when you came on and explained about being prepared, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what my husband says. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna do it. So I've been doing that. And yeah, I've been a couple times that I got into it with my husband because he didn't believe me in the beginning. And I would pray to God and I would just like, can you please just show him God. And we went to a couple trips like to Denver, Colorado. And I explained to him about the water and he was telling me because he's a plumber. And he's like, that's weird that the water is like almost gone in Denver, And I was like, Auntie said that. And then he's like, yeah, I believe it now. And then we went to Hawaii and they didn't accept cash or nothing. Everything was just like, no cash. And I was like, I told you. And I was like, Tia said that, And this was during the summertime. And I told him, see, this is why I'm preparing. And he's like, you're right, I'm going to listen. And I believe you, So it's hard for me to read books because of my eyesight, because I'm diabetic and I get eye injections. So every time you come and tell stories, like I can visualize it. And I'm just like, I try to read it. I know you said to go on the computer, but it's still hard for me. But once you get on, it's like, it's so exciting because like I could actually visualize it because it takes me hours. Like I build my own library. It's like I have a lot of books because of you. And I just have faith that my eyesight is going to come back, So with that, like every time you're on, it's like so exciting. Like I could just see it when you dress up. I could actually visualize it, So I just want to thank you so much. And
I want to
also
say things to you really quickly. I need you to start anointing your eyes every night. And you don't got to do a lot. I need you to take, when you get out the shower or whatever you're going to do after you wash your hair and get your face together, I need you to touch your eyes, okay, with your oil. And I need you to say, thank you, God, for my sight being better. That's it. It don't got to be a whole big screaming and hollering. If you believe it, it's going to happen. Not only that, did you go to your endocrinologist already and have them do a tissue sample?
Actually, I did I forgot the name of it, but they were fighting me with that. They wanted to add more insulin on me. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't care what you say, because I'm always arguing with her because ever since you came on, like I asked her questions, Yeah. And I told my husband, I don't know why, but she's a witch. I don't know. And so then she, I did it behind her back. Like, I didn't care. I just went to an urgent care and I just told, and the other doctor was fighting me. She's like, none in my 50 odd years has anybody asked for me to do a blood test regarding that. So I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. I have the results, but they don't want to tell me.
So all you need to do, see, this is why I need my mom. So we might have to get together because I think my mother can read that because that's what she does. She works in a lab, or if she did. And she might be able to tell me basically what you're trying to figure out is which metal your pancreas is giving off. Once you figure out that metal and start putting foods in your body that it's either giving out too much or too little, right?
Right.
So once you figure out which metal, because they know once you put that metal back in your body, your diabetes goes away. Your eyesight heals. They know that. And that's why they don't want to read it to you, which is horrible, because they want to keep you coming and getting that medicine.
Right.
Here you are at, you know what? The reason that they fighting you on it is because they know that once you figure that out and put that in your body, it's gonna heal itself. That's so raggedy. Ooh, thank you. Okay, I need you to go to, if you can look into because they have holistic doctors.
Okay.
They have holistic doctors like online. And if anybody here is a holistic doctor that knows what she needs to put in her body for the iron or whatever it is for diabetes, I need y'all to let me know. But we're going to look up some holistic doctors for you, because the holistic doctors will give you what you need. Okay. The medical doctors won't. But the holistic doctors, you look up some holistic doctors, like real holistic doctors, do your research.
I tried, but I went with 2 actually, and they're like, oh no, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just like, I have the paper, but they don't want to help me.
Wow. Okay.
Can I say something real quick?
We gonna pray together and we gonna pray together and believe that God is going to send a doctor that's gonna decipher that for you, because this is crazy that you got your answers and they won't tell you, because they know if they tell you, then you won't be sick no more. And that's 2 doctors. That's ridiculous.
Sir, cause she can look it up on Google. She can look it up, put the codes and put the codes in the Google search and say, what's this in the medical code? She can look it up on Google.
There you go.
You could even look at it like a pill, and it's got like 7, 12 or something like that. You can put white pill with numbers with the 7, 12. It'll tell you exactly what pill it is. So every code, you can go to a code, say, ask Google in the code, what does this mean in the medical field? And it'll
tell you exactly if you have iron deficiency or chrome deficiency. Girl, there go your NC right there. Get online, just put remember, because I told you my mom can read a lot of those codes because she does blood, but I forgot about the internet. Go online and see what metal your body is giving out, your pancreas is giving out. It'll describe to you, you're right, exactly what's going on with you, because it's public information for medical health professionals. That's so crazy.
What test is it? Because I'm diabetic also, and I want to know what test is it to get done.
You need to go to an endocrinologist and have them take a tissue sample, and it will tell you like your menstruation and whatever, and all of that, like from your whatever, it'll let you know what metal your body is giving off that's causing your pancreas not to work the way that it's supposed to. So it's either making too much insulin or not enough.
What if you don't have your menstrual anymore?
If you don't have an endocrinologist, that's the thing. You have to go and have your doctor has to refer you, but this is where second opinions come in at, y'all. You have the right to ask for a second or third opinion until you find a doctor that is not just going to try to keep you sick. I know we get comfortable with them because we know them, but what if that doctor is just trying to buy their jet? Then of course they're not going to tell you, because you got tests ran and they won't even decipher them till you should tell you something.
You could put up in Google, what doctor does this test? And it'll tell you anything. They don't messed up with that.
And somebody said it's a violation of your HIPAA for them not to tell you the results of your test. Somebody just said that too. That's for them not to sit down and break down to you what that test means. Somebody just said that's a violation of your HIPAA.
And they probably mad that they gave you a copy, because they had to give you a copy. But I'm thankful that you got a copy, because you know what? You could go back and sue them, because that's malpractice, because they did not.
Medical malpractice.
They can't do that. That's against the law. They can't make you do nothing.
Also, if you have your results where it tells you your numbers next to it, like your blood work, then you can go and type that into Google with that number where it's like 9.5%, and it will tell you whether it's high or low. And then you can go from there and research and see what you need if you can't find a doctor.
Okay. And someone just said they work in a medical laboratory, and we hear it all the time. It is a violation. That's crazy. So they are violating your medical rights, which means you better get paid, girl.
I just want to get healed.
It's malpractice. We ain't gonna talk too much about it. Get your stuff together.
Just one more thing, Auntie, before I leave. Can you also pray for my son? He suffers seizures, and he was born half a brain, but he's smart. So they consider him autistic, but it's really rare. It's him right now. So his condition, he gets seizures, and I know we read about it regarding the three-headed dragons, and I've been praying over him, and I don't want to let go of his medications because I'm scared that so he's been getting seizures on and off, you know, so I just been praying like a miracle for him, you know, and also with his disability, like just praying that he could be a normal kid. Oh, thanks, baby. So his name is Noah. He's 10, and I call him Little Hercules because he's really, really strong. Since day
Because he
one,
got superpowers, Mom.
I know that I remember of the classes that you said, and I've been telling my husband, does your family history have that? Because I did that DNA thing, so I want to know what's my history too. So
I definitely will pray for him and do this. I was gonna say the THC or the CBD. Have they tried giving him that?
I have. It kind of works. It stops it, but it continues. So I'm still working on that with him.
Well, because maybe you need a different strain of THC oil. Okay. That could be it. Because they have medical, what you call it now, strains that are for certain things. So I would look up the strain for what kind of his condition could be with his seizures and stuff and get that strain. Because I remember there was a baby in Colorado. She had 300 seizures a day. 300 seizures a day. They couldn't do nothing with her at first. And by the time she had been on that oil for however, like 6 months, that baby was up, riding bikes and everything. She couldn't even walk at first.
Yep,
She
it was like
speak.
6 months. You got to keep doing it. Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, I don't know what his doctor is saying or whatever, but look into that because they'll keep giving him all of them other medicines and know that THC will stop him cold turkey, but then they can't get a check. And I'm not saying take him off his medicine because I'm not a medical professional. But you keep searching and ask God what to give you because there is a remedy. God made a remedy before he ever made the issue. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He gonna heal you and that baby. You just watch y'all both miracles waiting to happen. All right, Anna and Mary. That's what we got going on around here. Because you know Anna's mom was barren. And then she gave birth to Mary, and Mary gave birth to Jesus, who was the savior of the world. So we gonna say that God made you a miracle. You going through what you going through. But you also have a superhuman child over there. And God didn't give y'all that for no reason. Yeah. You and him. He did not give y'all issues because he's going to get the glory out of your eyesight coming back. And he's going to get the glory out of your son being completely healed.
And add black seed to y'all diet. Black seed oil.
That's seed oil. For eyes?
For everything. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said black seed is the cure for everything except death.
Oh.
So.
And RSO oil. Okay, so RSO oil. Okay, so we got some folks in here, got some stuff that's going, but I'm definitely gonna pray for you, Funky, and I love you. And I'm so happy. And I want to say this. Thank you for being transparent. You know what I mean? I thank everybody that comes here and you guys are so transparent about your lives and about the things that you've gone through. And I will do more, try to do more physical things so that you can see, because that I need you to be able to see. And since you can't read like that, as far as, you know, with your eyesight, so we're going to do some more. We got some more costumes and stuff coming, but anything that you need, you let me know. Okay. And we are going to be praying with you, everybody. And we about to get some stuff because you and my nephew about to get together.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
I love you too. Oh, y'all, I love this. You see, they said black seed is in the Bible. Really?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even know.
My dad.
Get some black seed oil. What the heck is a black seed oil?
I think it's in like that.
It's the cure. I'm telling you, and mix it with pure honey, pure raw honey. Take a teaspoon of both every day, both of y'all. Yeah.
I use it with backaches every day.
Why y'all been keeping y'all? So y'all been holding stuff, and y'all got Black Sea oil. I be telling y'all, I have to rub this leg out
It's
every
nasty
night.
though. It's nasty. It tastes like tar. So you could get the black seed capsules, because that's what I do, to be honest. I
Yes,
can't
the
take that
capsules
tar.
are the truth.
And yeah, I can't. That way I know it's gonna get in my system, but it's hard to take it down. But the purest way, to be honest, is the liquid, because it's 100% pure press. It's nothing mixed with it, the liquid. And you take it with a teaspoon of pure raw honey. That's medicine.
Everybody
And,
over here on TikTok is saying the same thing. They said I take the capsules because it's nasty. It works. So y'all been doing all of this and nobody told me and Isabel about the Black Seed.
Alhamdulillah. We had to wait for the Zoom class.
What
We had to
brand
wait
is
for the
it?
Zoom class.
All of that, right?
It's everybody
So
keep
what
talking about
brand
it's
do
got
y'all
2
get?
bottles. Wait a minute. So everybody got Black Seed oil but me and Isabel.
Now,
Baby,
I don't
we
know.
the only two.
I'm ordering mine right now.
Where do you get it?
Not me, but I
Yes,
need it.
where y'all get it?
With this man
Look,
in
she
a
said, where you
What
get it? Go
brand
on
is it?
Amazon. Do they got no
Amazon
Amazon?
or
Amazon.
Etsy.
Or
Or
vitamin
Etsy.
shop. You can
Okay.
get it at a vitamin shop too.
Yeah.
The best
I have a
one.
diabetes book, guys, and they say for juice, chili peppers. For diabetes, it's cabbage, chili peppers, string beans, and artichoke. You can make it out of juice.
Did you write that down, Isabel? Wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute. Wait a minute.
This is the book.
Now what is y'all can't sweet?
Sorry if I'm speaking too fast.
Girl, come on, just run them back down to us so we can write them down again.
So diabetes, it says cabbage, chili peppers, string beans, and artichoke, and you made these in a juice.
Let me see the book.
Artichoke,
Dr. CB's
string
book?
beans, and chili
No.
pepper is good for okay.
I found this book at a thrift store. It's from 1994.
Oh, okay.
Well, my husband did. Don't take his credit now.
So chili
yeah.
pepper.
Forget, Auntie. I got you that box, that old box. That was from me.
Okay, thank you. The one that I have up here in the plastic because I don't want it ruined. Thank you so much. I don't even take it. Y'all can't see it, but it's up there. It's still in the plastic, baby, because I don't want this to. Thank you so much. Look, this is one of my treasures. When I give me a safe, it's going in there. I don't even take it out the plastic because I don't want nothing to happen to it. So it's in there.
Y'all got me writing. Y'all got me writing up in here.
Everybody, I want to thank you, Punky. And you know what? You got a lot of support over here. It's a lot of people that's praying for you and our nephew. So we're going to be praying. And look, everybody already looking up. So don't be surprised if they be in your stuff the next time you on here, because you know our family is nosy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm Shadiq with a plug on TikTok.
Listen, I'm just so grateful, y'all. I really am. For everything, for everybody. I love our family. I love how supportive that we are. I love the fact that we really do come here to help. So many people use the internet for some horrible, horrible, horrible things. But literally in the WOU community, we really do love people. We really do care about people. We really do want to see the best in everybody. Do you understand me? Like, we want everybody's life to be good. We want everybody to understand God's love. Like, it is real over here.
Yeah.
The babies are being blessed. I got a lot of nephews and nieces that's superheroes, which makes me super excited. You see what I'm saying? That are super smart, and the world says that they're different, but God says, oh no, I chose them to be exactly like that. So that you can understand that he might have half a brain, but look how smart he is. He's smarter than people that have a whole. He's stronger than people that have a whole. All of these different things are God's. Girl, you walking around with a literal mirror and you say, yeah, he's super strong. Or call him Hercules. Yeah. Because he's a superhero. It's real. We don't even realize, see, what the world sees as a disability. I keep telling y'all, them is the superheroes. Y'all be playing. Stephen Hawkins he showed me His whole body don't work, but his mind is more brilliant than just about anybody on this planet. Now, sometimes because there's things that we think that, oh, it's only like this because of this, and God said no. Because I can do half of that or a quarter of that or none at all. And guess what? They'll be smarter, more, more agile, whatever it is, than you that got your whole everything. So you need to go and start writing your book, girl. Go on and start writing your book, Isabel, about raising a superhero. You hear me?
Definitely. He's because auntie, like they told me he wasn't supposed to talk. He was gonna be a vegetable basically.
And now he's super strong, smarter than everybody. Come on. So now they're trying to say he autistic. Get out of here. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. He's perfectly fine. And them seizures, he might see visions when he has his seizures. We don't know what God is.
Yeah, no. He knows when somebody's not good and he knows when somebody's bad. Like he sees, I'm telling you what you've been saying, like he sees like the spiritual world. Like I know it. Like for example, like watching Disney stuff, you know how they do like magic and stuff. Oh, he can't watch it. He'll cover his ears. He'll start screaming. Like, yeah, he sees things that we can't see.
I told you had a superhero. Girl, you better go and start him a page and go on and get him going. Cause it's
And they took my umbilical cord with when he was born. They took my umbilical cord. They were gonna do research.
You shouldn't have let them do that. See, now they didn't took my babies. And I know, oh yeah, because they know he got superpowers. They know that baby, and they probably did make billions of dollars off of that baby stem cells. That's crazy. You start writing your book about your superhero you got over there. It's my primo. Is he? No, primo and prima. What would he?
See, I'm a fake Mexican.
No, it's okay. It's all right. Well, my nephew,
sobrino.
Okay. Well, thank you. You start writing. Start doing what do you call it? Like a vlog or something about a day in his life, and show the things, because there's other people on this planet that have children that are not exactly like him, but they have special gifts too, and they just think, oh well. Because just like even in a movie that we was watching, whatever the show with the vampires and whatever we was just watching, I can't think of it, like a couple weeks ago, the young lady, every time that she had a seizure, she saw a vision of what was coming.
Wednesday.
No, not Wednesday. It was the other one.
Twilight?
There was something in the blood origin. Remember?
The Witcher?
The Witcher.
The Witcher. Remember the girl in The Witcher, the blood origin, every time that she had a seizure, she was actually in the spiritual realm seeing what was getting ready to happen. And then she would come back. So that could be what be going on with that baby, but maybe he can't vocalize just all of what it is yet. But I would definitely start taking notes, or, doing a vlog or something about the things that he talks about and the things that he sees.
I'm gonna start doing that for sure.
Yeah, because you can help a lot of other parents with that, Mama. Okay, I love y'all. We're gonna take these last 3 and then we're gonna go, y'all. Miss Renee.
Excuse me, Cerca. I had to say something about the thing, but they're on the cash withdrawal. It's only like $45 per day per individual. In Nigeria, you can only withdraw $200 a week. I just want to clarify that.
$200 a week. Wow, thank you so much. So in Nigeria right now, they only letting you take out $200 a week, $45 a day per person, y'all. Okay.
And
thank you.
When you're done, if it's okay, can I tell you a dream I had after you're done with everybody? We're
gonna try to get out of here. Yes, baby. So give me a second. Let me get through here because we're supposed to be done at 9:30. Auntie is hungry and I gotta eat, but give me a second. Okay. All right. So Miss Renee, go ahead, and then we'll do Janine and Shell.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I will try to do this, in the whole 2-minute frame. I just wanted to say thank you very much. I know I've already said that on TikTok, but you don't know. You really, you don't know how blessed I felt when I received these in the mail. But yes, ma'am. And you just essentially opened up a world for me that I did not know existed. Okay. And then we talk about the dragons and the and you put light and a vision, because I'm a visual person, and the fact that it's like you put faces on Jacob and on Enoch and on Jesus, and I'm just like, what the what? And then you put locations where they walked. I'm like, are you serious? So yes, ma'am. And of course, my laptop is trying to die on me. But nevertheless, I'm grateful for you. And I wanted to let you know that. And I'm also reading this.
Oh, The Great Reset. I've been hearing a lot about this book. Folks been talking about The Great Reset.
Yeah, and then for my husband, I'm kind of reading this as well.
Oh yes, good book.
Yes. So I'm trying to get things better in better perspective and get my kids in order as well, because I'm trying to train up a child in the way they should go. So when they're old, they won't depart. And I'm like, okay, Jesus is real. Yes, he's not mythical. Yeah. And everything you thought was mythical is really a lie. Yeah. It's real. Okay. Mm-hmm. So oh, wait,
but think about this really quickly. It's so easy now to show them the Bible, because all you got to do is go watch Thor and all of these other books, and then you get to tie that right into what we read.
Yeah, and you know what? I was trying to get my mother to watch Percy Jackson with me, and I just gave her the to watch the trailer of it, and she was like and she saw the trailer. She's like, I don't want to watch this. This is what? And I'm like, Mom, these are the very demons that you'll be fighting in the next life. It's best that you see it now so you'll get prepared.
Come on.
She was like, but I don't want to see that right now. I don't want to know that. I'm like, okay, you're 60 something years old, Mom, and you're a diabetic. There's a lot of things that you need to. Diabetes now has you. Can you take control of it and get your diet together, get your mindset right, and all this other stuff? And I'm trying to get her together, and she's a work in progress, if you will. Okay.
I already know how it goes.
But yes, ma'am, I just want to say thank you. And for real.
Say thank you to you too, because guess what? You have to be willing. And this is what I want to say to everybody here. You all have to be willing to listen and then willing to work. And y'all been working. Mm-hmm. You all are not sitting on this information. Y'all not gatekeeping this information. You are changing your lives to line up with what you see God says. It ain't about what Cerca said or how whatever. It's about what you see and what you are learning. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so grateful for that, y'all, because this will change our kids' views. This will show our mothers and fathers a different way to live. And that is why I'll be so excited. You know what I'm saying? Because to hear and see that, like you said, a new world has opened up, and you're seeing the Bible differently and mythology differently and just the world in general. It makes me.
Yes, and another book that I don't know if I can find yet, but what is it? It was the Forgotten Books of the Lost Books of the Infancy of Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. I have that too. And I'm like, okay, and I did not know he could talk coming out the womb. I did not know that he healed Mary Magdalene just holding her holding him. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, there's so much going on that it was not in the Bible. I'm like, why did the Romans take this stuff out? This is juicy.
Yeah. Because it led back to a place that they don't want to say was people of color. And that's it. That's the easiest way. But then also God said he was going to take it out because folks then, we get to a point where we feel like we know everything. So God said, well, now I'm going to make you come look for me. Because I've been right in your face the whole time. So now he making us come look for him is all. You know what I mean?
Right.
We gotta go looking, but isn't it fun looking? It's fun.
Yes, it is.
Sis,
I appreciate
Cerca, you know what I was thinking about too? Another reason why they ain't kill her when she came back with the baby, because he was able to talk.
Probably.
Because you got to remember, wasn't no fornication back then. And the Quran said, well, what you doing? I mean, your mother wasn't no whore, your father wasn't no whore. I'm paraphrasing, of course. She just pointed to her, pointed to him.
Mm-hmm.
He talked.
It's a real thing because they know a few other folks talked back then too. Noah talked and some other people. So they looking at that bloodline. Yeah. It's crazy. Well, look at let's get let's get Miss Janine and Michelle, and then we're gonna get out of here. I love y'all.
Hi, Miss Cerca.
I love you back, and I mean it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss.
Okay. I just wanted to thank you. I'm so happy that I found your page, and I just wanted to tell you how busy the devil was tonight. It took me over 20 minutes to get online. I had to go between my phone and my laptop, and it kept freezing on my phone. I could hear you, but I couldn't see you. Like it went black. And I was telling my fiance, I said, every time it's something positive in reference to God, you can tell when the devil is busy. But I was persistent that I was going to get on, and I wanted to hear what everyone was talking about. And it was so funny because I had my son at 46, and I was told by a doctor that I couldn't have any children. She literally told me my eggs were dust. Mind you, she never did a test. Never did a test. And she did. She had really got in my head. And my fiance was like, she's not God. Don't listen to her. And I went to another doctor in October because I didn't come on my cycle in September. And she told me it was due to me either gaining weight or losing weight. But mind you, I never lost any weight. This doctor was so determined that I was not pregnant. She never said I was pregnant. She would say, we're going to check your HCG levels. We're going to do a sonogram to see if it implanted properly. And then she said, well, I'm going to send you to a high-risk doctor. She never told me that I was actually pregnant with my son. And when I went to the high-risk doctor, she said she wished doctors would stop telling women they can't get pregnant unless you've been in menopause for a full straight year. Then you can't. My son is 8 years old, healthy, and he was born with 12 fingers. Yes. And he sees when he's walking through the house or we go places, he'll be like, Mommy, I saw a demon or whatever. And I never tell him he's crazy. I tell him to pray. I tell him to, pray the blood of Jesus over him. When he was like 3 years old, we was in my bedroom and he said, Mommy, it's people right there. And I have mirrors in my bedroom, which my dad had put in a long time ago. And now that you told me that the mirrors are portals, I'm like adamant to get all 4 of these glass mirrors out of my bedroom and off my dresser. And I said, what do you mean? And his name is Najee, which is Gift of Kings. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, they're standing right there, but they're burned. And I said, okay. I said, well, just ask God to heal them and remove them. And I told him what to pray, and he repeated after me. And then he said, they're gone. So the battle has been trying to get him to stay in his room by himself. But then one night I listened to you, and you said to anoint them, anoint his eyes, his ears, his feet, and his hands. And he had fell asleep beside me. And normally throughout the night, he's flipping and turning and kicking. He won't stay in his room by himself. That night that I put the holy oil on him, my son slept peacefully through the night. So I just want to thank you. And I'll be beating up my devices to get on. You send me books, I have to sit down and read them. And I know it's nothing but the devil that's busy. Every time I start to read, there's a distraction. I've been battling with my psycho neighbors next door, and I've been praying and binding them and asking God to move them away because these people have assaulted myself and my boyfriend over attaching something to my fence. Like they have 2 pit bulls. I can't let my son outside. These people.
Did you go around your property with your oil?
I put it in a spray bottle and mix it with water, but I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Just put it on the bottom of your feet, on your shoes when you go and walk around your property and ask God to put a chain link fence of angels out there so your baby can go outside and play.
Okay. I'm gonna do
God
that.
will stop the heart of whoever be thinking they gonna touch that little boy.
Yeah, because her thing is I don't know why this woman thinks that my fence is hers. My dad put the fence up over 20 years ago. They only been living next door to me for 7 years. I tried being nice to them, but it's been raging hell ever since. This woman purposely, her and her boyfriend, purposely parks in front of my house. And instead of parking in front of her own and walks like 15 to 20 feet to get in her house, just trying to intimidate and agitate. You know, and I'm like, I've been praying against them though. I've been asking God to bind them up, move them away, and everything else.
Ask God to pray for them, but guess what? They don't even realize that everything they doing to you, they digging a hole for themselves. So let them do it. And I know it's frustrating because I've been in that situation, but I promise you, the people that did me like that recently, like the last situation I had with that, it was a lot of hell that hit off in them people's life after they moved out from next door to me. I'm talking about, and I don't think the hell has stopped.
Right.
And they moved out in like 2018 or 2019 when I had lived next to them. And it's been all these years and I still hear stuff about what's going on in their family. So let them do what they gonna do. And you just keep thanking God and asking him to put the chain link fence of angels around you and your baby and your dude.
And I do it every night. I do it every night. I ask God to send down over 10,000 of his war angels. I ask him to surround my house with heavenly fires. And I'm gonna tell you now, when he say no weapon formed against you shall prosper, it don't. These people lied. We had to go to court. The state's attorney didn't even do his job, but he pled guilty to trespass, but they didn't prosecute him on the assault, where they came in on my property and assaulted us. But I kept praying, but I watched as they were trying to lie and work their little web of deceit. Them arrows was falling at their feet. They didn't get what they thought they was going to get. So I tell everybody, I know I don't go to church every Sunday, but I know who I believe in. I know who has my soul and who I'm following. And when you say, hey, get this, do that, I've been on it. And I'm so.
And you see, and two, for your baby's bed, do his headboard, do his whole room, get his room together.
Okay.
Because if that baby has a gift, them demons is always gonna come for him. You speaking from somebody from experience. That whole under the bed and in the closet, touch all the places, have him walk you through there and tell you all the places he feels scared. And then too, look up like the property that you live on, go back on the internet and look up like who used to live there before your house was there or whatever else it is, and that next door. Because there could be a spirit that is attached to that yard, and those people don't even want to do it, but that spirit will make them keep doing it.
Right. I'll do that.
So just look prior to whoever that land, those two plots, go back in history, 50 years, 100 years, whatever, and look it up and see what was going on and see if domestic violence or arguments, because them spirits don't leave that place, they stay.
Okay.
If they attach to that land or somebody was hurt or in a fire or something, a lot of times them spirits stay right there.
Okay. I will definitely be doing that. And I thank you so much. And I'll keep you updated either through email or the Zoom meetings on what the progress is.
Thank you so
much. And I tried being nice to these people, but it's like as soon as I told her no, she couldn't take my fence apart and attach what she wanted, all hell broke loose. Like dogs, they fight each other because they can't get through the fence. I have to put my kid and my dog in my car and take them somewhere else so that they can be outside. And I have a huge backyard. I've been
God gonna work it out
since I was 4 years old.
God gonna work it out. You just write down what you want to happen in your thank you list and just stand on that. Write it down this evening, what you need to happen. And hate to say it, but God will let them folks have to move. He do stuff like that too. He'll move them out the way. He will.
And that's what I've been praying on, but I will write it in my journal. Got a new one from Five Below. So I'm going to start journaling and keeping things on track. But I thank
all right.
And
I love
so
you.
that I got a chance to talk to you. But I thank y'all and y'all have a good night. But I'm going to go mute now, but I'm going to keep listening.
Thank you so much. We about to get off. We're going to get Shell and then we out here, y'all. I'm about to go get me some food. I'm hungry.
Okay.
I love you. All
Yeah.
right, Michelle.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes, I just wanted to get on here and say thank you for everything you have done. Like it was just so funny. I was talking to my therapist. I think I joined around, I want to say August, September timeframe.
Okay.
And no, it had to be July because I started buying the dehydrated food.
Okay.
And so it had to be like in the summer for sure, sometime in the summer. And it was so funny because I was literally just talking to my therapist because I was telling her, you know, I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian that goes to church. I stepped away from the church because I felt like it was getting too political, too judgmental, and was just repeating the same message.
Ugh.
So I stepped away, which led me onto the whole spirituality stuff. Like I didn't do tarot cards or crystals. And then, you know, the Black diaspora talking about, oh, Christianity was the right man's religion, yada, 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 was leading me down that path. And it was so, like I said, it's so funny because I literally was talking to my therapist, like, I want to know the truth. And like a few days later, you pop up on my FYP page on TikTok talking about all the books you have because I wanted to start researching it with the books, and I started following you. And one day something just told me to get on TikTok and start watching lives because, you know, I was watching like prepper lives and stuff like that because I felt like something was coming. Something was coming. And you popped up on my live, and I have been hooked ever since. Your story with your daughter with the cancer is helping me through my recent health diagnosis that I'm going through. And I keep telling myself, if God can do it for her daughter, he can do it for me too. And so I'm trying not to cry. I'm sorry.
Girl, I know I feel it. It's already over here. I bet you got.
So you have opened my eyes to so much because I think I sent you an email a while back. I was the one that was telling you that my mother-in-law went to a psychic.
Okay.
And she said I had spiritual abilities that I needed to tap in. And I was telling my mother-in-law, one, you don't go to psychics because you don't know what attaches to you once you leave there. Two, you have to take that with a grain of salt. All my life, I have seen stuff in my rooms. I have had, like, I just had a dream recently where a demon told me that his thoughts are going to become my thoughts. And he tried to fuse himself. Like, only way I can explain it, like in Harry Potter, when Lord Voldemort was trying to fuse himself with Harry Potter.
A parasite.
He was trying to fuse himself to me, and only thing I could do was call out for Jesus. And I woke up, and my side where he hit me at was hurting for 3 days straight.
Oh, I believe it.
And that's not the first like lucid dream I had. I had this ever since lucid dreams, ever since I was a kid. I would see stuff that would happen in the future. I would have demons attack me. I would see them walking around like not the figures, but like shadows walking around in my house. I have actually seeing them hovering over my children when they were babies, and I would sit there and pray, and I put the Bible underneath their beds. I started using, well, my family, we're from Louisiana. We use salt, but it's kind of iffy with that. So I started doing oil, and I've been marking everything. I was always taught to bless my house as a child. But just to see, if I could just have a time to tell you my dreams, it's scary. It's very, very scary. And I try to talk to people around me. They're like, oh, you just have an active imagination and all this stuff. I'm like, no, this stuff is real. When you wake up still feeling the pressure of somebody's holding you down, and it feels like you was in a seance, like in your dream, you were in the circle and someone's holding you down with candles, and the only thing you can cry out is for Jesus. And literally feel someone pull you out and you wake up.
You said you in Louisiana right now?
No. My family's from Louisiana.
I want you to do some research.
Well, that's the thing. Like my, I have, not to get personal, I have, I guess you call it the witch's tick. I didn't know. I was always told that it was a scar tissue from chicken pox. And I had family members in my family who did voodoo. And then we tracked my mom's side, tracked her lineage back to Haiti.
Wow.
So I don't know. And then I have this psychic saying I have a spiritual connection. It's kind of like tying everything together. And when you was talking about the fallen angel DNA and all these birth defects, it started have me look into that, and that's when I find it. And now my middle daughter, she has a short toe, and when I took her to the doctor to get evaluated, they said they'd never seen nothing like that before. And then he wanted to eventually write a medical journal or something about her.
So you got a superhero over there too, then. So everybody just got superheroes, is what y'all telling me, and y'all been holding out.
And here's another thing. Here's another testimony, I guess you could say. When my mother was pregnant with me, you know how the baby's skull is supposed to fuse, whatever, right? They said I was supposed to have Down syndrome. And she prayed and she prayed. And only thing I have is ADHD and mild dyslexia.
Come on. And we know what the dyslexia is. The dyslexia is your brain trying to read the way it's supposed to. Because we was never supposed to read left to right. We was always supposed to read right to left. And so that's what's so crazy, because even dyslexia is just you reading the right way.
And the crazy thing, my daughter, my husband has dyslexia as well. And he's full blown. And my daughter just got diagnosed with dyslexia.
Can you start giving them other languages and putting them in their face? Both of them. Anything that reads right to left, start putting it in their face and see if they don't learn it. I bet you they do. Because I learned this years ago. Dyslexia is the brain trying to turn around the words from the way that we supposed to read. We are taught in America and other few languages left to right, but most countries around the world, everybody else read right to left. We read left to right.
That's why I'm a millennial and I'm a huge anime fan. And it was so, I guess, easier for me to read the mangas because you have to read left to right. They're still, read them correctly, but that's how the book page. And now my daughter is in in anime because, she got it for me. Mm-hmm. And I do have a question. We both love Harry Potter, Nightmare Before Christmas, but I know you was talking about be careful with bringing things in your home.
Now, that ain't what I was talking about.
Okay.
Keep on watching it because now we know what's going on around here.
And that's what I explained to my kids. I set them down and be like, okay, if you see this sign, this is what it actually is. And this and this. And my husband gets so mad at me because he's like, you're going to give them nightmares. And I had to I was almost into tears because my kids been coming to me talking about they've been seeing demons in their dreams and stuff like that too. And all my life, I've been told, oh, that's not fake, or you just need to pray on it, sleep with a Bible, or it just got brushed off. I'm not doing that. And I'm trying to let my kids know now that this stuff is real and this is how you handle it. So they're not going through their life like I was, thinking I was crazy and imagining things and seeing demons with red eyes over my children, getting I guess you call it sleep paralysis or whatever, to the point I can't move or breathe, and seeing long dark feather-like fingers reach over, because when I had this, I guess, quote unquote episode, it was in the middle of the night. My middle daughter was still a baby, I breastfed, so I just laid on my side and let her do her thing. And I felt that pressure, and I saw these long black fingers reach over and get to my daughter. Granted, that's the daughter that has the short toe. And it's just, all the thing I could do was pray and pray over my kids.
I'm going to say this. All my kids saw demons. They still do right now. And I think my grandkids do too, because when I was there visiting them, I would feel something and my grandkids would look over in the area. So this is the thing. Most times if you have a spiritual gift, a lot of your kids have the same. Okay.
Okay. So, and I know it's real. And I know I have things in my house because we moved into this house about 2 years ago. It's like a little townhome, and I can hear footsteps walking because my kids' bedroom is underneath above my living room. Footsteps walking, and my husband's like, "Oh, that's just the neighbors because their stairs is right next to our living room." I'm like, "No." When my dog looks down up the stairs, or when I see a shadow walk across and the dog is following as well as I am, and we look at each other like, "Did you see that?"
Right.
And I know it's real. I know it's
Mhm.
real. Like I have had
Listen,
demons try to break
take,
down my
take,
door and
so
everything.
look, take notes. Start taking notes of all of these things, the feelings you feel and everything, because we're gonna get ready to go because it's almost 10. I want to get Kaylin, and then that's gonna be it because she's the last. It's Kaylin or Kaylin. But listen, you are not crazy. You are doing the right thing, showing your kids what symbols to look out for. Because everybody used to tell me the same thing. You shouldn't have your kids watching that. You shouldn't have. But guess what? My kids knew certain places to go get a symbol. I mean, look, certain symbols or certain things. They knew. Like I said, my 10-year-old, because I had taught them about certain symbols and different things like that. When her school took her to a certain Masonic temple, my baby, before they even got there, and it was crazy because it was 10 o'clock in the morning and my heart started beating real fast. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew it was something wrong with one of my kids. Well, when she got back to the school, they called me and told us, Miss Cerca, your daughter would not go into this building. She said, Mama, I went in there, but as soon as I walked in there, I could feel the demons looking at me and laughing at me. She was in a Masonic hall. She said the man, when she was telling the teacher what she saw, my daughter said she saw demons flying around the steeple at the top of the temple that they was in, the top of the church or whatever, this thing. She was in the 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade. And the teacher said, honey, I understand, but, she said, you don't understand. They don't worship God. And I'm not going in there. Now the teacher thought she was crazy. But get this, my kids ain't never seen Ghostbusters. And exactly what was happening in Ghostbusters, where them demons was flying around that steeple of that building, is exactly what my child saw. And she's never seen that movie before. And that movie came out however long, and that happened in 2012. So with that, I knew my baby wasn't lying. And she said, Mom, the man was standing behind the teacher, laughing at me, smirking. Now, mind you, she's in the 5th grade. He was smirking at me, Mom, because he knew I knew the truth.
Right.
5th grade.
Now, can I say one more thing before we go?
Hold on, let me get to the next person, baby, because we gotta go. I definitely want to do it, but it's only 2 minutes, and we got somebody else, and I've been on here for 4 hours, and I haven't eaten anything. So we probably do another Zoom tomorrow. So can you come back tomorrow?
I can try. I have some things to do, but I could try.
Okay. Well, we'll get it together because I'm gonna get Miss Kaylin and I'm gonna get off y'all because I'm very hungry. I woke up and I need to get in the shower and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we've been on here about 4 hours, but I do love you. Thank you for sharing. And we're going to get Miss, is it Kaylin or Callan? Did I say it right?
There we go. It's Kaylin.
Okay. Well, hey, Miss Kaylin.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I was listening to her talk and my heart's beating really fast right now. I'm shaking like weird, but so you might have seen me. I was under Disciple of Truth on TikTok, and I feel I have a good testimony. So I grew up in the church, but Christian, and I had joy and everything, but I've been through a lot, and I fell into the New Age spirituality, and like it started, with angel numbers, and then it went into everything. I got the chakras tattooed down my spine, and I did ayahuasca, I did all of it, right? And it felt, but I call myself a truth seeker, so I just kept searching, and something happened because I was kind of going down the rabbit hole, conspiracies and such, and I felt like I had a revelation. He kind of showed me a lot, but I've been getting spiritually attacked ever since that. And like doubt. But like thinking like, oh, I know I open, portals that I shouldn't have, and is it my third eye, or is it like this whole thing of like people talk about God like it's some sort of like it's just everything, and you heard it in the universe, and you are, and I'm like, am I hearing from him or not? And so just recently, I mean, I was convicted, I threw away all my stuff, but kind of getting back into hearing his voice, but it's hard because I guess if you're not close and you don't read the Bible, you can't hear what he sounds like and such. But
no, baby. Can I tell you something? You know how people say my TV talk to me?
Yeah,
that's a real thing. Like, you can ask God a question in your mind and he will use a show to answer your question. So if you're not hearing him per se, like a voice, ask him to answer questions through other things, and he will until you hear his voice. Even if you don't read.
I feel like and then I overthink it. I'm so like in my head about it, but it's kind of like confirmation. Just right now I'm got 5 months to move out of I just turned 20. I'm young and I'm in my mom's house, but I've been isolated, and he's kept me isolated since high school. So I haven't had any, friends, but I have till then to get a job. And I've just been like in fear because what's going on in the world. And so I'm just, but anyways, and I've been struggling with kind of the I overanalyze and I get paralyzed by it, but I know that fear does not come from God. And so just I've been searching for this, like how people wrap up the truth and all these prophets and stuff on TikTok. Like, it's so bad because I have to like learn to build that muscle to go straight just to the source, like to God, right? But then I truly believe that your live popped up for a reason, because when you see it, it's kind of like random. Like it's you just know, because he was like, okay, like God's like, dang, y'all are so disobedient and you can't understand, so I'm just gonna put it, if you're gonna be on here you go. And it's hard though, because I across the street, my aunt and uncle, he's a pastor, he went to school, he knows all of that, and even the church we go to called, whatever, it's all Black church mostly, and I feel like they're not even like talking about any of this stuff. So I'm just like, all that, but I also was overthinking like, what Bible do I get? Because like the versions, but I was like, let me not let that stop me from getting a Bible, because that's what the devil wants. So it's just like all of this, but I
would say get the easy read version, only because it's super simple, and they're only $6 on Bible Gateway.
Yeah, because I'm also like I feel like deeper knowledge of, I don't know if God lifted a veil, but I can't watch any movie now without seeing, what it is. But I just ordered a basic Bible, and I can get other stuff. I want to order the OTPs and stuff, but I guess, it's hard because like people in the church will be like, no, like those books are taken out, and I'm just like, I don't know, because like you said, they don't see what's going on, and you feel crazy, and you feel like, how am I supposed to do anything when y'all have no idea what's going on? It's so stressful.
It's scary to know that you are supposed to be leading us to Christ, and you don't even know that Christ is at the door. Like, y'all don't even know. That's a scary thing for me. So guess what I did? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. For a minute, I just quit talking to church people about it. And it's crazy because the people that would call me and ask me about the stuff that we're studying were the new agers or the people that people said didn't, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to be able to help a lot of people in this new age or the whatever it is. Now that you're getting your understanding, think about all of the other children, not children, because you're adult, but the young kids that are your age that are out looking for the same things, baby.
So I posted a little testimony bit of it on my Instagram, and people started, asking me. They're like, well, ever since I knew you, which I grew up, like, I was with God before this. I got deceived, of course, but they were like, you always been spiritual, and like, what's this about? But yeah, that's powerful, because that's what everyone is. I talked about how it's the deceive what Satan did with Adam and Eve, like that you can be God and have not good and evil. Like there's, like you said, my people will perish for lack of knowledge. There's that, but there's not this forbidden, because I was thinking, oh, if this stuff is real, then it must be true or good. No, what you're teaching is these giants, all this, which it's real, but it's not, that doesn't mean it's like evil. What you should be worshiping or doing. It's just crazy, because I kind of like learned those ways, like the devil's ways, and now I got to get back with like the, it's crazy. And I felt attacked. Even my ex, I don't know why he was put in my life, but he DM'd me asking about, was this stuff real, spiritual stuff? And he's doing music dealing with real demons, but he doesn't believe in God or whatever, and he's actually doing, like he said, it showed him everything. And I'm like, and as soon as because there's something, I don't know, spiritual that we might have connected, and it sowed in seeds of doubt. And I was just like, dang, like, it's rough out here when you find the truth. Like,
it's hard to share. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me say this to you, baby, real quick, and then we're gonna go. Right now, you might not be able to share as much, and that's what this is. I gotta get this in everybody's head, right? God says to those that have an ear to hear. That means just to whoever's listening, because most people, they not gonna want to hear it even, and it hurts to know that the church people don't accept God's word. But He said, "My people are gonna perish because they don't have enough of my word," and it's sad. Don't think I ain't got family members, y'all, that's in the church or whatever it is. And I'm looking at them like, how can you not see that this is God's word? Like, it's literally the rest of your Bible. Oh, no, I don't want it. Okay, well, it's crazy that my new agers, my people that have been practicing the arts, they can see that it's God's word. But the Christians don't see that it's God's word.
Yeah. And that's why He isolates you, and it's a lonely path. And this holiday season, I got convicted about the pagan holidays, and they're just like, well, we celebrate Jesus, and it's just like, I don't know, that it's about the truth. Like, it's not what you make it. It's like, what bothers me and what makes you go crazy is when everything you find out was a lie.
Oof.
That's like, okay, now I want to know the truth, and I want to, like, Babylon is, all of that. So I'm just trying not to live in like fear and like, where am I supposed to live? What am I supposed to, because I'm trying to like do it all and be like, and then I think the lies of the devil is saying, well, you might as well not do anything because you don't have any future. That's the biggest lie he's telling me right now, that I don't have like any future. Like,
you can do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna tell you something. You and my daughter go through some of the same things, and she's about to be 21. She's about to be 21 this year, my daughter. And I have one of my children that she lets fear stop her. Like, she'll overthink. And before it even happened, she didn't thought of all the end stuff. I know what you mean. But let me tell you this. At some point in time, that's going to be a benefit for you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because whereas most people, like in this end times, they would just run into something and not think it out. You're going to be the strategist, baby. The only thing is God is allowing you. People that overthink are really strategists. It's just they haven't been taught how to put it into strategy. Does that make sense? So you think about everything and all of it, which is good, because most people don't think about the extra stuff that could happen. And that's why they always in a crazy situation. Now, ask God to help you with your strategy and your strategic, everything that you need to do that comes with strategy, because that's how you a strategist and you just don't know it. That's all.
Well, he's been I feel like I've been hearing like the whole don't lean on your own understanding, and kind of just like this, like he doesn't want me to like do, because I'm trying to literally be God, like play God, figure it out myself, but he's just like, we'll put it all like in faith, and I'm like, but what do you mean? What do I do? What job? And it's just like, dang, like you really sometimes have to just do something and then expect him to show up.
But think about this though, sitting and waiting is doing something. If God says sit down, then you're doing what you're told. If he says stand up, then you're doing what you're told. So if he wants you to sit and learn, and that's all he wants you to do, because guess what? I did not think that sitting and learning was going to be a benefit, but it has been a tremendous benefit to my life. Sitting and learning, not only mine, but now God has blessed me to help people all around the world with me just sitting and learning. So we don't think sitting down learning is nothing important. But if I would have never sit down, I wouldn't be able to do none of this with y'all. But I had to sit down and get it for myself, because when he do send the people to you, you want to be able to be confident in the things that you're saying. You want to know that you know that you know that you know. So in this 5 months, don't worry about it. Make your list of what you need God to do for you, for your housing or whatever it is, and ask God to let him show his purpose in your life starting tomorrow.
All right.
You got this.
And if I can just maybe advice or prayers on if I feel like I need kind of deliverance from certain things, because I just feel like I'll ask and then I'm like, I don't know if it worked, or with like my tattoos and like my mind, the attack on my mind, just like I guess prayer for that. And
listen, them tattoos ain't stopping nothing, girl. Auntie got a whole bunch of them, and I be like, oh Lord Jesus, I didn't know. This is why when we pray for things that we did unknowingly and knowingly, right? You didn't know. So that was an unknowing sin. He don't hold that against you.
Right.
God, forgive me for the things that I did unknowingly that I didn't know, because I thought I was getting closer to you and this and that, and move on and go on to the next stage. Because the devil wants you to stay trapped in, oh, you messed up, so God don't love you. No, devil, you messed up. God give me new mercies every day. I can mess up 1,000 times in one day, and God is going to give me mercy that he didn't give Lucifer.
Right. Because I could use it as a testimony, or I could wear my sins on my back or whatever, or I could remove it, but it's just so big. And I'm like, oh my God, did I open portals? And I hearing about contracts that I signed when I did ayahuasca, like trying to, do these demons have legal rights to me? Like, I don't know.
So all you do is denounce whatever contracts you signed, and whatever those contracts, you now write a new one, right? And write out in your journal, I denounce this. I denounce that. Spirit that is attached to this contract, you do not have my life. Once the blood of Jesus came, he cut all that off. Okay, but you have to denounce the power that whatever that is they gave it to you. You see what I'm saying? Whatever those contracts are, because the blood of Jesus broke all them contracts on the cross. Before they was even signed, he made them null and void, but you have to denounce it because you signed it. That's it. And then you going to go on, and ain't nothing going to be hovering over you. Once you denounce all of that, you get to go on and work in your life and do what you're going to do. Okay. Yes. I love y'all. So I'm about to go get me some food. We'll do a Zoom tomorrow. If y'all can get back on, I don't know what time. It might be a morning class, maybe an afternoon. We'll do another Zoom for the people that didn't get to get in, but I got to go get in the shower. I'm sweaty. I love y'all. And I'm
Bye, Cerca.
Good night, everybody. I love y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Good night.
Bye, TT babies. Hi, nephew. Everybody, I love y'all.
Good
Sisters
night.
and brothers.
Love y'all.
Nephew that made his little food, didn't you? Nobody none.
Right.
Good night. Nice meeting everybody.
To himself.
Love
Love
y'all.
y'all. Bye, babies. I love y'all. Good night, everybody. This was a good class. And for those, good night, everybody. For those of y'all that don't know, this is available. So if you were on TikTok the whole time and you want to see the Zoom and see everybody speaking, we record this on YouTube. So y'all be able to watch it in the morning. I love everybody. We're going to have a class tomorrow, probably 12 or 1 o'clock.
Sleep,
Okay?
Cerca.
I love
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye,
Have a good night.
babies.
Sweet dreams, y'all.
Bye.
Sweet dreams, family.
Yes, I love everybody. Good night, family. Now I got to remember how to